the leave ni nyansu yo so wo ye babu no wo say wo call early leave
ebini so early leave aka nipa bi so a wo mo hihye wo kwam enya bi ojipe wo other state institutions ma nipa bi a ye nimu wo say omo ye NPP fo. They were appointed by Akufo-Addo and they are affiliated to NPP political party to the extent that Okebribia womu the NPP na no wonim Ubekaya na atwe twem na say asemesi wo SIC State Insurance Company ebia anen enti dele
yen to mean sem nipi no and I come minerals commission so na no ne e ka ho asa and also sir
you
okay but I know na ma NDC agita for no edwa like to the sense say yeah district
assembly common fund and also Sarah
menya ntie but they can correct us me ya sure so betima hwe mama ye menya ntie say na wotwe yim no na atohia na adwen say obekọ aprobo bi
Martin say so obekọ Esutifi North
Esutifi Minister Dr. Louisa
Hanabisiu
and ya pound no say
onko ho eti ba ni denti na bepim sabre madam na atohia ebuso
e die na asie
yenim
onyanya appointment no enya no kre okay
yo
so Hanabisu nyanya appointment
letter no enya maaye enti se enya maaye na ba ni den na amane bo no nsudi
ka ba that means e ho dampan
sa
okay
but se e ho no dampan kra na se anase na atosu wo ho no you are appointed by Akufo-Addo a political appointment enti mini wa se na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onam eye Owura Callisto so edin grata ba se mo ye CSOs ne anase CEOs no mo modern se mo kon enka ba ni many bodies am no
Callisto Mahama
se grata bi bai
say
no wo kire mu se omo ebinim omo ye CEOs amuda
check here
okay Mate
maybe am na true
Mate minya some information do enti udi waka ma enti enka wo se oyeden e wo se okọ enti enu so ho amanebo a ewo ho enen kwa ma mentu aso mi fa Ghanaian Times entu aso no Yewura John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampanyin ni se mo kan about say ma ministers no enkofo first class flight no ena no penso Ghanaian Times o de abai wo krata feto so do ebia unya bia ubetumi akenkan ewo ho no
sa de no ho komo kakra sa o hye na se directive ya His Excellency John Mahama de aba no e save wo man sika pi to the sense so obekaya ebra na okudjeto ablakwa ye vet no apanyo market commerce asem no so asa no o John Mahama adwi mu se saade no besi wo busa okudjeto ablakwa se koba se ye mamonfro first class obafuwa so ana to the sense okudjeto ablakwa ka se ade bia beboa ma ya save wo man no sika wo sabre ya ye wa ho kire bia no what did it and after that 2 days later or 3 days later any it is a directive about say aban empedifo ya power mo no omu tu kwan akwa amanonia first class la like dabi unkobi na just economy no mo ne betra ho economy no mo ne betra ya nyina betra okay
tumbe hu minister
and you better hu your minister
no what
you do we salif
no what enti see wo je obi apani bi a wa ban mu de ti say economy na Kwame so na o man na timi ese bi sika kakra
absolutely
so hwe eka amene o man ya Kwame ehia say wo say o man ne confess no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama otimi protect confess ne kakra na emutimi ya rich if you say ekwan dem dodo every sector in this country Kwame every sector so wo hwe obobo so a untimi nya bi no ayi free education energy agric every sector finance
Eti
directives we Kwame ebebo
good
kwa mama fa semba kupe in free the new crusading guide was a set up independent office for labor statistics Kojo Ponkruma and our culture new labor minister
yate also am for opposition adwene
yeah
me say opposition I am a political party political party bi obedi nsehunu bi mo fa no ko opposition okowa obedwi yes Nancy Kojo kasa mu no imagine Kojo back then Kojo obi my foot we ya kabete so we ka mu what say obama mo reference say mo wa ban mu no die na si ene de wa ato ni akasa
Kwame I said damn it to no gina kire a uhu aba bi etimi fa kwakwa
eze ade ne Kojo hu akroma
When you have a tenacity pet, no one ever.
But a foot will not come away. Data, data. We say you better boy data. You want some, I bet you go a year a video show, and not a woman, and not a babu. The last time Kwame Minkah, Nancy, I make renew my license, it would DVLA. Licenses are Mekutan, I would say, or some renew, mammy, new card. No process now, it's just the first timer. Yeah. Makocha picture, I be a normal mammy, cover note, take it 4 months. And some men say to me, I can make a what be Kwame Minkah license did I today was a banner. Better here. It is the foot when he
as a friend and pay dispatch at the Abano. Yera John Dramani Mama, Obakaina no call at Toy Mantamoka, say Takradi market in Ubi, any other project, and pay daily dispatch in one man near Abba. Yera John Dramani Mama, no dear foot to Eric Kwama Yen, say, General Arnold Queen, or Wetan and Anomusia, Senia, or Sumo Mangana, or the other Sumo Manganan, and I say, Yabusia. Nana Mutunu eye na te wo daily dispatch na me fani nyina se kwam o say I am not interested in NDC's 2028 slot Miss Hannah Tete
no kon anymore
you know
baby a wadru no
eti kwam
baby a wadru no level
should
be UN Secretary General.
Of course.
The Bompire say UN Secretary General and some Ghana.
Na Omangana yenya obia obedi kan akodi sadi bia no.
China me.
I get it.
So the way man a breaky change barriers no. Excellency the Vice President of the Professor Jenana Opoku Ajima.
As the best people Jenana. Na so de Nana Jane Opoku Professor Nana Jane
Opoku Ajima.
And young wow, come here so be yes. And then I Yasumu there.
Na Chronicle, Bresu Samda Obonkrata no. And or thereby Hano Ose Sefa Kinds Incubator Project saves lives. It's a new supermarket.
Where you are? Oh no, good call. Oh yeah, I say Akadiaka.
Okay.
Bam! Yeah, and there you do that. And the reading hot too.
Oh no. What about cancer? Oba sorry ako asubie no.
Oh,
Kwame video ako da say. Sorry. Sorry. Ebusia for Dwabo Ase ni Power 97.9 and Afeso TVXYZ. It's a new day and it's a Monday morning. That's our news review segment. Krako video ako and the day the one krata munsem ebreye and opay with Dwabo Ase our Power 97.9 and Afeso TVXYZ. HBA Super Bowl hunsem. You see your FA Cup over the weekend. Oh my goodness, it was a terrific weekend, but it was a horrifying weekend for Liverpool. Their livers could not poo. The liver of the Liverpool could not poo. Let me remind you that Medi Moses Clinic and Prostate Center is inviting you all to a free health screening that's happening on the 15th of February 2024, a day after Valentine's Day. So it's a Valentine's weekend love with Medi Moses Clinic and Prostate Center. Oh yes, omo chado, omo ye dido o kwan foforo so kra. Well, a day after Valentine's Day no, and after Valentine's Day no, na dichi yemu no, 15 February 2024. Medi Moses Clinic and Herbal Center at the free screening kese pa. Oh yes, free screening na ebebo ama ya pomodensem akwa nanim. Omo de braye wo mo nkrabata wa denta eje kodo kumase ni ahenema kokoben efia nopa no wotwe kosi ewiabre mu no mienu eti enke obrempo be samba eti kwani en check o blood pressure kwani en check wo se prostate wonsem ene fibroid no said ya tebia ni city e wo Medi Moses Clinic and Prostate Center from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's the Valentine's Weekend Love with Medi Moses Clinic and Prostate Center. 15 February 2024 and a Jumadi Air Coswell. You know, we're so not fair. Yan Shas, and your far good Muslim and Remo. Some catch us in Liverpool, no, or we live on Antiman Pulu. Hey, yo, Omuma investors free scapa Liverpool. Omuma investors free sika.
For the yellow blue boys.
Akuku amanfo ho pa.
I said o kashe me o she pete krem say.
Ada said da bia me hwe pete takrem. Ekotia ho.
Challenge.
Na ya ho.
Liverpool. Ana Abidjan Blues for us.
Abidjan Blues omo ne ho amo.
O go pass am o. Say me go kan am. Your family to go
and last one for the first time America about first president what me about a Super Bowl na say Donald Trump or the Dodge nam Donald Trump or the Dodge Donald Trump or the Dodge for the first time America about Super Bowl no what done when now say the none and or born in some to the same career to say no I didn't know for the World Cup and America go for the World Cup.
I was now about Super Bowl no so share Crawford or mobile ya umbe Super Bowl ni bia halftime show no cry how we no so call ya even teams no mobile no we share obi
teams in the
teams Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
we share Kansas City Chiefs for the past 6 years we faith final am continue na comparison beji na so no we share Philadelphia for no so na am bebu no pa de
Philadelphia from Ghana to Philadelphia
o your results in so
Philadelphia
I Jaco. All right, bro. Come here to be a quite remarkable. Saturday we see about banana no pay. Say power morning sports no. Yes, share na found some more job as Jumedi. Say power 97.9 FM TV XYZ. And you say o share the camera can someone endorse when they can edit here on. And never can amount to etimi at the CID. Abrewa etimi e puma kwema e CID sports minister and a sports and recreation minister Kofi Adam CID. Etimi asuani in e say no and the minister then say craft to John. I'm right here so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Sangakra Etudra and I saw the tax be Edeman Edun seminar and so man and drag Kumasi Asansko to management I dare say Vigil 19 on etimi Elko so come who some Kenya then the Hunsem Ebe bro now first would him say I just said another Friday no and I said GFA etimi hold the emergency meeting share clubs and I fair supporters near the day and one more come at the fire hooliganism Elko so see the Bekwa Ebesha you wait to measure Hunsem the Hunsem and so Ebe the Hunsem Ebe now you say FA Cup cost Liverpool you never walk alone or walk alone and who same and so I was shown it's no more shining song so Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch which you say producer and pay then 7 promoting I'm showing the praise himself F to the A and D white fancy minimum a book Television seminar say na yanko and the minister for sports and recreation I catch him said that Friday and I sorry to me a course so na sorry a course a year no na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the nsem kakra etu ja ne okan nyina no na advice kesia or the minister for sports and recreation say wa bane de or say ohwe na sporting discipline say o Ghana ha ni nyina no sia no o ba Ghana yentumi emboy homoden e wo the global stage sanso e na African so na as a Ghana sports no entumi enko nanim na edikan the Blasters of Ghana or say sia ne pan de or say ohwe anim na sporting discipline sa ni nyina no enko ye no onhwe na ontumi nsese ni nyina na or sheni nyina anaso siesie ni nyina dia na Ghana Football Association ho ena sisi ano enko yie kranti no se owura Kofi Adams she ni dwumede na ase dia na onhya ase emfiri Ghana Football Association ho na so ohya ase free na sports industry no etumi ekoye ntensema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oditudwa.
The Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, Minister for Sports and Recreation, I don't envy your job. You have the monumental task of restoring Ghana to its pride of place in African and world sports. The shambles that is Ghana sports today is completely unacceptable for a country with our pedigree, and I expect that you inject transparency, professionalism, and modernity into the management of the sector. I expect that you concentrate on building up all the sports disciplines, and I know the Ghana Football Association would be a good place to start to work to make sure that we return Black Stars to its glory days.
When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni sama odi tu jani na okasa afa ɛyɛ sports ɛyɛ industry na yisia no atitia pansam no okay nyina ne sɛ or say ɛyɛ the minister for sports and recreation Owura Kofi Adams oba no onhwe yie na ontumi nsisi sports ni na ntumi enko nanim na ɔhyɛ ase dia na the Ghana Football Association ho na ɔhyɛ ase free na match Black Stars games any Chad any Madagascar won Ghana ebetumi a qualify na etumi akɔ enim World Cup ebetumi abaso no kasa wie no na Kofi Adams ɔno nso ɔde nsɛm kakra etudwa onim sɛ John Dramani Mahama ɔde nsɛm etudwa sɛ ɔse sports industry na titia pansam no ɔse Kofi Adams ehwɛ no tumi asiesie no na wei na Kofi Adams ono so de ensem atudwa se o se isia no Black Stars or management committee members no isia no se we management committee member eni kwan se oji bonuses bia na se bibi e wo hwa ye friend on e qualify bonus na se eno no kra no se e bia na ye national teams no o metumi qualify ye sanso na Black Stars o ma qualify ye eno ena ya ban no be hwe no metumi ama osika akra nanso no se Black Stars ebo match wi a wo ye management member ni kwan se wo ko na okoji winning bonus ye ntie nsema Owura Kofi Adams adi tudwa efa ho.
Well, I believe that the playing body and the management itself have been listening to the concerns of Ghanaians. If they are not following, I will be drawing their attention to it. That is one. Two, I kind of agree with some position on like this issue of winning bonuses and appearance fees and what have you. My proposition is that we could pay something like calling it qualifying bonus when you have qualified, but not when you win every match you are paid a bonus, especially for the non-playing body. That every match you win, you are paid a winning bonus. I think that we will have to work to take it out. And then when you ultimately qualify, and we want to give you something for qualification, because if you qualify for a major tournament, surely also helps you generate some revenue. So
we and Sema Minister for Sports and Recreation, Honorable Kofi Adams, in some of the Atujano. Say any coin say your management committee, any even football associations, school members now they are there. No say Black Stars, bomb matches we dear, winning bonus the Munka Hubi. Sounds when I've been playing body no crown so any coin so muji winning bonus say qualification bad dear. Now I don't know I'm shaka crack now amode amamo way any sema your Minister for Sports and Recreation, Honorable Kofi Adams, in some of the Atujano. Yegusu ejina the Black Stars akachi eden seven number on say ade say nyame atuma match ya Black Stars ejina kwa no ono say NS Madagascar and afi Chad and on ne ebwe 2026 FIFA World Cup ebe koso no ho ensem eno no qualification no ana koso no say Black Stars edi kan abo 4 matches na go san Kenya 12 points so 9 points ana yetimi Asia Madagascar Asia Mali Asia na Central African Republic yetimi Asia na Comoros ene timi Asia boy kabakwa timi ensim alabraka ma yenya 9 points per enso ho no ede eko na onim se enche kra ana Ghana Football Association ede ba say sia de Black Stars management team na say eba the Black Stars technical team na o ma timi abifum ye pa o ma sama strength mu ye pa tu papa mo kofa ne ba papa ne tin ede Desmond Affair so no ene so mehwe na say assistant coach o meboa na otuado entimi efa ne juma no enko enim enso ene say no ana Desmond Affair in sa krabe tuja o che so no de o sha kade ana so technical team Black Stars was see area o GD ma pass Black Stars this in the TBA 2026 FIFA World Cup e be koso e wo eye Mexico and say be koso e wo Mexico afi US and Canada no e ade say Ghana e betimi qualify akobi.
I feel like the setup looks really strong with a very experienced technical advisor in the name of Schaefer. So Winfried Schaefer. So and I feel like the chemistry is going to be there. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we're in a good position to qualify the team to the World Cup, and everybody's hungry. Everybody's really hungry, and we have a new, head of video analysis. We have a psychologist or sports mental coach, as you want to call it. So I feel like everybody's hungry to make sure that we qualify.
So Black Stars assistant coach Desmond Affair. Tuja. Yamba club issues na and also the ancient year cause where all him say week and I say last week and I was in Swatreno and semi course na Yagro na Napoli will be this kind of war na Brantiano waiting me a free asasi so na unim say Endra and Akumasi and I say Asante Kotoko Angasano omutumi ekọ ya almost 9th vigil etumi ekọ so na 9th vigil na ekọ so nipa etumi ekọ Baba Yara stadium enim ho omutumi ekọ boa dwumedie no na enya agrokra sanso na Kotoko playing body sanso na coaches technical team any penifo webre executive members ni nyina omutumi enso ekọ bi sanso na Accra House of Folk and also supporters no bebre na etumi ekọ boa say 9th vigil omo etumi akata na Napoli eche no omutumi aye na nyina enso etumi aye successful na ensema course no na enya agro nipa ewremu endra ewo Kumasi no na enya agro mo hwe nim se na Napoli ometumi aboa na 9th vigil no enso ebetumi akoso na aprenkra ono Kotoko company phone bi o den se kwakra etudwa na okanyina na o de kire fans ni se na esi no elikwan se obiade emra enhye ni nsem na otumi okohwe investigation etumi ekoso sanso na investigation ekoso no elikwan se ukọ na otumi gidigidi bia na se wo evidence bia police for na isi ano omohwe na asem no motumi investigation ntin se wo bia wo evidence bia o se ukọ na otumi report edema police for na mutumi ehwe no mutumi investigation eno no metumi enya mo a ta udisem no etumi no omotumi enya sankrofo no na se uye obi a wo evidence ni kon se wo de emra no ehwe wonsem na utumi na se bibi wo emra bi a wo se wo de ko na police for etumi ehwehwe sa ensense yenti ensem a na aprenkra ede tuja.
Yes, understand. And something now, a pumping from I
Nana Penkra or twas or the twas eka say osisi ya no onim say ensema akoso no Heart of Folk ene Kotokonya ene omunya 70 no omo ne bankroller ene chairman ede ma Accra of Folk togbe afa de sisi ya no omo de na bomu a omo no atenase ede na ye meeting na omo ye omaye ni nyina no omo hwe na say hooliganism ekoso a most of the time no omo affect omo pan Accra of Folk ene Kotoko ni nyina no pese omutwa so ntino omo ne Heart of Folk abomu a omo hwe nim say hooliganism ekoso ewo Ghana Premier League no metumi etwa so
ene afefo edisia ya were se me ake kwatu omani ya basi supporters say mi dama ya wuti ya jani muna ya no mi jina ya kitamu ya mi abun ya ni pepe asifo chairman ya ni nasia ya mi enu nyina ya kaya ho abun We
Pinkra Kasawi no and a communications director Edema Yekumasi Asante Kotoko Safudu Duku on also the Ninsem etu Yenti Nsema Safuduku and so Ekai.
No, they've just started. Let us wait and see where things will get to. For now, it's too early for me to say that we have rescinded our decision. We are saying that we want to see that the police is actually getting into somewhere, which I hope they will get there. At least so far 6 arrests also have been made, and it's refreshing. But let us wait and see where things will get to. Then I don't think that Kotoko is saying that we will not play football again. No, that is not what we are saying. We are saying that we kept on complaining that things were not in good shape. Unfortunately, we didn't get the appropriate response, and we believe that we have lost a soul. This will compel all the stakeholders to realize that things are not going on well, so that at the end of the day we want to see major reforms in the game, because nobody would want to go to a match venue and then you wouldn't know whether to come back or not. I don't think any of us is prepared to go until we see that proper measures, effective measures have been put in place to ensure that such a barbaric act will not reoccur in any of our league centers.
And to know where and some communications director Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko Safuduku on Sunday Sama and Row Timidi to Yano. Yeguso echina eye na anu ada ensema ekoso ewo instructor Kumasi Asante Kotoko any instructor ma entoko ekoso ema na pole etimi ehwede nkwan ehon se no ana GFA no echina so for emergency meeting kama e de share so enso ehoro na ukopiem da onum se GFA ba na security officer na security side hono committee ni dia ma me a oda no DCOP Lydia Donko no e de senkakra etu da o chemu so se ukwa na pole ewo na nkasa de na se oripa or the second one no or say nya dey say a see stadium honum nemo outside the stadium and a see.
We had to go and investigate. We've been to the ground and we've gathered our evidence and everything. So it's important to make that distinction that the unfortunate stabbing did not happen inside the stadium, although it's related to the football activity. So, and I have to say this because there's all kinds of comments about people are saying how did the police allow someone to come into the stadium with a knife. And let me mention that the police have a strict search regime. At least that is something that I speak with my various commanders and we insist and we do it. There's a strict search regime when you're coming into the stadium. We search everybody who is coming in. And this unfortunate incident didn't happen inside the stadium. It happened outside, and he was, after he had been stopped, he was picked by a driver, this vehicle they call a Boboya or something, and then the tricycle dropped him at that section of the stadium. I believe that he did that because he knew that the ambulance was at that side. You understand? Yeah. So the stabbing did not happen inside the stadium. That distinction has to be made very clear.
Entiano ensema DCOP Lydia Donko enso editu da edifa ho ade nchechemu no aba investigation a o maye no na ode ho nsem enso aba na GFA communications director Henry Asante Chum enso ase no wie no ono so ede sen kakra etuja o che se ade ba kwa nani so ede se eba no club CEOs na ade so munyina etimi chitum ese eba no hooliganism na omo so omo party o so mo play so be hwe na se no mani nyina etimi ejai.
There are varied issues that contribute to hooliganism at the various centers, but to narrow it down to our situation, I think that with specific reference to Ghana, I can put a finger on a few things. Yesterday when we met the IGP, certain concerns were raised by football clubs and then the leadership of the Ghana Police Service, and I like the fact that the CEOs and the general managers and the owners of the various clubs conceded that they are also at fault. Part of the problem comes from them, and they are to blame for the pockets of violence that we witness at the various league centers.
ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a GFA Communications Director Henry Asante Chum ɛde to JDB unsɛm amano we no ana ESCO member ɛde ma Ghana Football Association ɛyɛ papa de din ɛde Fred Echampon a Ronald Fred Achino ɔdon so ɛde nsɛm to ja HM sɛ Premier League ɔsɛ nkyɛkra Premier League no yɛbɛsan so ahyɛ ase abonemo yɛba bɛbɔ a ɔmbɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmode nhyehyɛ papa ɛbɛto hɔ no na bibia ɛtima kɔnkan ɛwɔ Lake Centers no.
Each and every Premier League club being represented. Some have as many as 2-3 representations. So it tells you of the importance of today's meeting, and it's been very, very fruitful. We'll come up with some resolutions that we are going to abide by it. All those resolutions are in conformity with the provisions in our regulations and the club licensing requirement as well, except that in certain cases they are not being enforced as we need to. And then in certain cases, the protocols are not so clear, and so we've done this. So now, henceforth, as the league will resume, we know the number of management members who would even have access to the safe zone. Then we also resolved that no management member would have access to the changing room during halftime. Because all these, we go to certain venues, there are routes from the VIP to the changing rooms, but at certain venues, you need to cross the pitch to go there. And all this will create some sort of agitation amongst the home fans that maybe management members are going to bribe referees, going to see referee and all those things. So we need to, curtail all those things. So now we're going to enforce the.
And see, I know, and some and also Frederick Achi, and so added to JD who seven and so amount and share. Next year, no echo ye party and never good Muslim and see what has seen. I mean, Atuma, the best answer at Tuaso at the Amamuti and sharing for the United States. So, Roger Emmanuel, the sports monarch, a way to don't say producing it as an operating 7 abroad. Medin, I'm trying to prince himself. F to the A and DY Fandy Minunia. Ebo Taylor, Kwame Minkah Dwabo Ase, Eddie Amai.
Yase, yeah, Amanone, a good Yamun. Man vampire, so they came where we are bring Muba, and we are Muba, Mumbiamu, Liverpool, and Munkani, Liverpool, and Chelsea, and Chelsea, they start Brighton, so try and go for Brighton, or for Brighton, or Chelsea Brighton, and many Chelsea, and I say, Ebo tell an offense of Fandy, Omodi Agudi Muslim the Bray, Kwame Minkah and Job Brempona one say. Dwabo Ase Dwumadie so power 97.9 quick one make house Franco Trading Enterprise and that's why your phone papa perfie say Samsung say Nokia say iPhone papa ni bidie wo hwehwe abawura Franco Trading Enterprise e wan ye nyina ye ko so long as say your phone papa de e Franco na wo Franco Trading Enterprise no oh yeah. About electrical appliances, which is Franco air condition, chest freezers, refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, and a blender, normal sano. Franco Trading Enterprise. Now, Obambonti, you set up a CCTV cameras. Papa Pani Bidiaba. Now, make us a Papa Panon just say, and media municipal, media, better than a metimato. Yet the normal Papa Bar, the one wolf for man, Obia Betimato. Franco Trading Enterprise, no. Jomacha Komoso to Ahodo Ghana Fernina from 0246 422338 0246 422338 and a 0555 939311 Afe 0302 225651 0302 225651 Uni omudi gwa Franco Trading app no so obrempo eboa no o mahwan so wa antichemu aduanan etino so akọ Google Play Store download Franco Trading app no na ni omuni gwa so obobo ano kra no ye betime de enoma no e de abrabo no so da fam
nice one
ye free Franco ni yanko
Minsaka
why ye do
Trakitikiti na dikasiye Kwame trakitikiti na dikasiye
adianchi
Kwame bosomi ewomi eye odo bosomi
etira wo se ye here
trakitikiti na dikasiye
and am say ye odo
bosomi Kwame Minsaka say Valentine's Day jackpot no or the 16,000 Ghana cedis na be ma Ghana for achiro.
Wow.
Yes,
16,000 Ghana cedis.
16,000 Ghana comparable cedis.
Yay.
Ana ye oso omode ba na Ghana for etimi adi na afi omode adi omodo Friday on the 14th of February ebay eti omode na fa phone no Kwame de obey ya obetimi adi scan bi die o fa phone na dial *247*10# star 247 star 10 hash no wa enter Kwame
eti ye kasa betima ye
ube se see Kwame
otra kra betima ye
ye
adetia betima ye
Kwame
efiada du sudura betima ye
betimi aye kopem se ye bebo odin
wow
se wadi brabaje 10,000 series fa kokodi
and a good TV no so star 247 star 10
hash now fe wabo baku bia ye 10 Ghana series be now the atoso enti wo enter as many as you can and be ma chances of say ubetimi edi say sikai na Friday woni wa yampia woni ugispi woni yoyoyo matimi afili Kwame na mapie ne mano no bi na bibia atimi aye kama enti min saka say obi amon homodin Ghana ni ba bibiara wo eye star 274 star 10 hash na wa enter na fe wabo modin ato back be 10 Ghana series na obetimi e lucky winner e di ama 16,000 yeah be 10,000 and 6,000 prices ne dos Kwame wetimi adi.
All right, young Koma who di His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oba ban mu no also wedi bosome yanu di bosome eti bosome na wedi no normal hodo a wa ye no ye baba bubo bi so e di akyeremo akobi wa odi the first 30 days wodi hwe de kire gabi wa ya so montwan ya obi bi after the first 100 days you do first 100 days na ne ya kan no but within the first 30 days
yes
first 30 days of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no wa ye normal hodo ye baba bubo so afesika kokko ne sika tuntum ne sika green na national security ne asrafo adawma yakwache no ene ne wo se asie ene ne yekire no ya nsan komo no eba roads and highway ministry ade nsem bia betudwa ena fenso Mustafa Gbande ena Ashaman MP no bibia koso e de ade ye de nyina ebre mo wabra ye de komo ahodo no eba ye dan ho abasia ye ba e komo ahodo ba
wa fish Samuel Udnawi mani hu say ya kan wasamu o ka sa papa kesi ya no ba ha na ne nasa tata ya o kasa no din sa katana no
ame but we dey say sa papa no
na te dem kan nyina Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsules adaroma na mama pomudre sa no
wow why you nice and kasa Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsules ene ama why you kama pa
ebo mo boje dia fusani wo ni pedua no mu na aboa sisasabro awotutuo hypertension ete cholesterol so obi otadwo so antentem pa gas gira wo ema akura amane muhu ma fichi kromu nyina etuotwa obu akura wadware wie no afre na ne ho ye ne hene
enti asno Spanish ginkgo capsules ana
Spanish ginkgo enu de ye nwanunu nura watwe free ginkgo biloba eni soya oil mu ema wadwemu so da ho
matin so say eye anti aging and ama good retentive memory na ye ton hene
Antec Herbal Center for ene na pharmacies chemical herbal shops enu an say mo frɛ 0266 11 41 11 apemfu abacho mo manufo no kwada wo ne mfedu mienu enka ho FDA
I am Chinese Dr. Wei. You are welcome to Roma Traditional Chinese Clinic. We deal with the stroke case and the kidney matter and the spine problem. So most of the time our patients, they come here because of the traditional medicine and acupuncture and the traditional therapy. We use this the method to help the patients come out from the illness. Always we do our best for our patients. The patient also take us as friends. We want the patient to come inside with happiness and also go with happiness. That is our work.
Roman Traditional Clinic was established in 2022 by Dr. Wei Young. Dr. Wei has been in the practice for over 16 years.
I have known Dr. Wei Young for over 17 years. He is compassionate, hardworking, and very professional in his dealings. His facility is well known for the way it manages strokes, heart disease, liver, kidney, and other problems.
Our services include laboratory services, X-ray, scan, and general consultation.
And now majority, and yeah, now I get the same but the brand here magazine same with the minute Roman village traditional Chinese clinic. Now the call on ampa one share me, I'm a who told me. The horse and who say, send one sign yard what be it be a stroke, diabetes, hypertension, spine, liver, and kidney problems. They come from outside, I bring biara, over problem biara for sa we win out. So when it's a Roman Great Traditional Chinese Clinic, one of the show and wapumudin a gina painting.
Roman traditional Chinese clinic, we have our special treatment for our patients. And I do believe that good emotion should be the best medicine for our health.
Mensaka power jackpots ya zabomu bio. Eye chere wodo Mensaka. Me chere Mensaka Valentine's Day. Eye chere no do. Na ye read in the bay. Change me the 14th February Valentine's Day. It's obey ye dey be chere no do. Zama ye na do. There chere wodo na cash ball side dey me raza. Power jackpot. Modern yan dey before mobile phone. Never dial *274*10 hash. Change bio. *274*10 Nere enter draw na ticket crew bia 10 Ghana cedis. Into the more airto tickets and now chances of winning a susura nor call. Nay in a busy boom gag. First prize in here 10,000 Ghana cedis. Meraza. And then 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now 6,000 order dona was spread in the bonus. Yours in Uber Shembia Subenyaka crash and how far. And you bear my vase. Buffet was an akada cash that no confuse. And she bought ya in the beshas. Now Bogumedamara Bogum. Never Bogumusa. *274*10 hash. Now win in the big which will have one. Mensaka. Valentine's Day special easy. You busy dog. Now ya sena can cash account. Get no curfew. Mensaka. Chagum nezin big.
Current affairs, Mama 0%. Ebucha for Dwabo Ase the Power 97.9 and Afenso TVXYZ. The Member of Parliament, Emma Aswase constituency, Honorable Mohammed Muntaka, Interior Minister of the Republic of Ghana.
Yes.
See, I'm going to try.
Yeah, we're shy.
Yeah, Interior Minister, Mohammed Muntaka, Honorable.
Yes.
Aswase Mraso Bedweni, what did you make?
Yes.
And now, Oko presidency, wa. Omo Musha Bambo Hunsemno, Omodos.
Yes.
Woba a year your friend is say defense is what Dr. Manebuama. Nazia ni na bedi in the name of Broja Jemfi. What did you make now? So Eba Bambo Hunsema from day one, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the NDP say Bambo wants some than a commercial. It's a free presidency. Ekosi yen nyina ye wo memu yen timamufo nyina no wo yen hihye ya hodo a kire se eyi mpanimfo a kire se ye bambo ho nsam yade a eda na koma so paaye. So question is say akoma pa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etwe krata edekoma Inspector General Police owura kufu dampare da bia wo hwe ani mu se ensem be pare no na so da bia wo frefre ensem a ensem mpare no no wo twe krata koma no e ma na dwuma bi me se fa krata no so ato screen no so na yen kinkan krata ni mu nsem e na ye kasa krata yi ye di bosom ya no no
yeah na 10th February 10th January in the babonte
bosom na die no
pepe
bosome pepe and then the bosome His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
yes
atwe krata we ya eda green krata yi so edo koma Akufu Dampare
yes
krata say request for immediate request for immediate investigation into the death of 8 Ghanaians during the 2020 and 2024 elections. Immediate.
Yes.
Immediate. No the kwatri mo eden.
Yes.
Yes. Sabra ye krata.
Yes.
Sabra ya wonse ka krata.
Yenisisia.
Let's just say yenisisia. Eti yenisisia na say adane bosome no. Mibisa. Yenisisia ana Dampare watena say amena dane bosome. Asema wo witrim no me minim as adia wo ye no yenim.
Yes.
And that is why in the wisdom of the President of the Republic of Ghana wotwe wokrata ne baby say abribia no eya bebo amansa manie na ye hunu baby a wadru. So Dampare, you can sit in your office and scream to the TV
yes
that the mayor wonim yenim because when need your President Mahama kind of so President Mahama say abribiano braba boy amanie yeni Ghana for yeni to me free and samoba yeni project to me no and share President Mahama and Sama and then nams 20 where amount for mobaba one na jumamu. So President Mahama, recognizing the sovereignty of the people, decided what krata ni mu say obeda na di acho say abribiano brababa mansa manie Mr. Peter ko krata ne soro na menkenkan ehwo ne nchiro mu no obohwade bi esi ye ko establishment of dedicated investigative task force ko ani Peter ko Tobo jira Peter Tobo enkom di kasa was say collaboration with witnesses and families, review of electoral security arrangement, use of forensic evidence. Call him. Na yen track the krata ne kan. It's at the other on the other page. Collaboration with electoral and civic bodies. Work with the Electoral Commission and other relevant agencies to review reports from 2020 and 2024 elections for additional your friends say context to maintain Kwame Minkah Rollins to maintain public trust and ensure transparency. Now the President Mahama the need any obuomano was say we kindly request periodic updates of progress of the investigation. This will help stakeholders informed and assure the public of your commitment to uncovering the truth. This is where the story is. For a month now,
yes,
you have failed to oblige to a simple duty of periodically updating the people of Ghana on the extent of the investigation. Manner of the investigation cried here. The President Mahama atreya what the mawa abeto dwano eno ni enim but sa wo ye am ye ni eni ehunu no je hunu ye
yes
because o my update bia
dabi
wo my update bia
dabi
so question is IGP Dampare
yes
wo bu President Mahama
eno ani question ko me
ana wo mu no and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye be kwa homa no so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eni die mu pa eni die mu mani nsa opanyi eni die mu wan kasa na ma opanyi adwuma. Is there a monitoring mechanism
yes
monitor akwan mu said be ya ye begina so ahwe say ampa say adwuma yi koso because me chance sound this alarm bell no nye ne wo kai say bra krata ne bae no people say dabai na Dampare ebe ba be kasa obedwam agya to mu say mampanya ma me adwuma say
yes
na mre say
ana me
meche adwuma die na say wanye it is a month today. What does it mean? Yankwa Omano so Emmanuel Azubila executive director Adam GH election 2020 chaos no yanena heya na yedi san komo no 2024 chaos no heya yedi san komo no Sabre ya yɛde akɔhyɛ IGP dampare nsa so onye hwehwɛ no mekae sɛ wɔka sɛ ɛyɛ adepa na wɔhwɛ anim sɛ dampare bɛyɛ adwuma Azubila, it's been a month now dampare nine na di ɛwɔ nsɛntwɛfoɔ nhyiamu anaa police TV ne so anaa press statement say investigation no ahyɛ aseɛ Azubila yɛmfa no sɛ hello Azubila me say me question one te me boa
me
question jama one te me boa okay me question in me question is say dampare IGP dampare adwuma yi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de hye nsa so nya hwehwemu mfa ne basa ye course 2020 and 2024 abato a 2020 nipa nwotwe empotwe omo nkwa no. It's been a month nie yente ye hu se bibi se ekoso Azubila yemfa ne sei
yo me da se ma me chairman chief for my na ropei me say no kre on the 10th of January the President of the Republic, through the Secretary to the President, Dr. Callistus, came out with a letter to the IGP indicating or taxing the IGP to form a special CID task force to immediately investigate the killing and the deaths of citizens during the 2020 elections. And since then, we have not heard anything yet. I think 10th January to today, I think it's almost 1 month. And we expect the IGP and the police, the CID task force to be far advanced in that investigation. And that notwithstanding, I remember in 2023, Adam GH, we were organizing demonstrations against Ghana police.
Yeah.
IGP and the Greater Regional Police Commander, they met us and they assured us that the reason why we wanted to organize a demonstration against Ghana police, they are ready to listen to us and they are ready to constitute investigation into those issues. And the Techiman in 2020 election was one of the major factors that we were organizing that demonstration. And they promised us that they are going to investigate. So I believe the call of the President of the Republic of Ghana to IGP, it is not new to IGP. Neither it is new to the CID boss. So I think 1 month after the President taxed them, it is enough for them to at least by now come out with
I mean for me, Azubila, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what the difficulty really will be, because what kind of na a free presidency or echo IGP hona o state categorically clear sabreni abribiano wombabo amansa man ye said be ya pefe ye and afenso de broni kano transparency no ebetima koso wabra hwehwemu ye dey ekoso. And when you read the letter baby aname kan no o kanya, he uses words like kindly. What you need you mano, and this is the President of the Republic of Ghana. Was it kindly, was it to maintain public trust and ensure transparency? We kindly request periodic updates on the progress of investigation. This will help stakeholders informed and assure the public of your commitment to uncovering the truth. But he's not been doing it. So I seriously can't wrap my head around why some periodic common cost.
You know, one thing we have to make all the institutions in Ghana to understand is that the Ghana Police Service are working by law. And when the president tasked someone to execute a task, it is not a time for you to be making any date. You must go directly according to the directive of the president. The government that passed is not different from this government. The fact that this government, the president is very humble, the president is someone who believes in the rule of law, does not mean that when he gives directives, that directive should be playing with. So I believe, sir, the IGP must expedite action as soon as possible go by the president directives. Ghanaians want to know where exactly the investigation has gotten to. Whether they have, because when the issue happened, the government that time came out to tell us that the people that they killed were criminals. We want IGP to come out and establish if indeed they were criminals. It should let us know the crime that they committed that deserved that gruesome murder, that they murdered them broad daylight. And if they are not criminals and they were killed based on political favoritism, IGP should also come out and let us know so that as soon as possible the perpetrators will be brought to book. Other than that, this kind of silence, I believe it's time for we, the civil society organization, and you, the media, to start asking IGP questions, either writing to him or to call him on phone through the police PRO to tell us why they have been quiet 1 month after the president has given directives. This is not a new case. It's a case that has traveled for almost 8 years now.
Yeah.
They cannot tell us that they don't have any facts about it or they don't have any finding about it. If it happens so.
Azubila, the old kind is young friendly PR. And I said the PR department, Emra Bontin Becassa, and I said, Yanni Montrichin Common. Where are the cost to maybe a chair move? A free say Kufuado by ya, Damparamo Baby by no. Sadian in Yajuma Bio. They say the only PR avenue, police for no, at a issue, and your Facebook one so, and I feel so, Omo TV stage here, your friend police TV. And all these two avenues, and so, when you have some fun nine, this say, Sajamune Koso. Is it the case, say, Buna IGP no one bu President Mahama and I said, yea.
And then Americano, the previous government and their bad governance is gone. Now we have a Ghana that is in the process of resetting. 3 days ago, I was at the Pra River. You can see how the Pra River is clean. Everything in Ghana is reset, and the police administration is not exceptional. We are expecting them to go by the president directives, Ghanaian directives, because the president directive is a directive from all Ghanaians. And we don't want that norm that the police used to do this. During the Akufo-Addo government, they were not doing this. Now they must go by the laws of this country. Nobody is superior than the law. The president did not authorize the IGP based on his own powers as John Mahama.
Yes.
But he has given that authorization as president of the Republic of Ghana. And the vice president, I think she should also step up and make sure, being the chairman of the chairperson of the police council, this is the first time we are getting a chairperson of the police council. And she needs to also write to the IGP requesting immediate compliance by the directives of the president, because IGP is working directly under Professor Nana Okwajiman.
That's right.
And we expect her to also act as soon as possible to make sure the police service do what is right and what the president has directed them to do.
And I like what you said, because is it the case that presidency no so for monitoring mechanism bia and to akwanmu ye beti ba hwe say adwuma ya ye dia ma IGP no wo ya na say wonye.
Exactly. I think maybe it has not come to the attention of the vice president. I think the celebration is over. Those who forgot about almost everything and people are just fighting for appointment. Look, the Ghanaians voted for NDC to come and solve problems.
More fire.
The focus to be on the problems and forget about the appointment. Whoever deserves which position, the president will give it to the president at the right time. Everybody must be seen to be working. You, the media, you are on top of your job. Civil society organization needs to be working. NDC communication team, Ghanaians need to be working. The police, the vice president office, everybody that they give you assignment, start working hard. Don't sit down thinking that you have just started office. There is nothing like you have just started work. I will call on all the people appointed to the vice president office to advise, especially those advising her on security issues, to immediately remind the IGP of the president directive before the end of this week. I believe that is the only way to go, so that we can now blame the IGP fairly. If we fail to do that, we cannot continue to say the IGP is disrespecting the president, because the IGP is not working directly under the president. He's working directly under the vice president, and I believe by now the vice president should be given some briefings, and also is supposed to authorize the IGP to come out and explain to Ghanaians where he has gotten to with the findings as the president directed. So I believe now it will be premature to jump into conclusion blaming IGP entirely. Now the blame has to go to our vice president and the IGP.
But hold on. I mean, the blame has to also go to the IGP because Osha Kratana was quite specific. Was say wabra we jemuno abrini abribiano. Before to Ghana man for hunu baby awedruno. This one too, do you need somebody to come and hold a cane and whip you in line?
Yes, I think after this your interview, I will try all effort to reach out to IGP to remind him that it was 10th January that the directive was given. Ghanaians, we are interested. He has been directed to give public briefings on, or to be updating the public on the investigative findings. So I think I will draw his attention to it this afternoon and let him understand that Ghanaians are in high expectation of that public what do you call findings that he has. Listen, he needs to give us briefing from time to time, so that the people who suffered this gruesome murder, their family will continue to have hope that yes, there is a president who is finding justice for them. And after all, the people are dead already, we cannot resurrect them. But we must correct the wrong, so that this may not repeat in future. This has nothing to do with NDC, it has nothing to do with MPP. Now NDC is in power. If we don't correct this thing, and 2028 election, we also get some people to go and kill MPP people. And they come out and say, oh, they were criminals. How will the people feel? This is one Ghana, one people. We only divide when it comes to politics. If not, you go to MPP, NDC, there are brothers and sisters who divide and they belong to both sides.
Absolutely. Very well. Yeah, Brennan, when you find children, now you also obey no Koswana Yama every pemono, Yanoa Kasawai. Yes, that's it. Emmanuel Azubila, Executive Director, Emma Adams GH, and Altene Kano. And then Komoya Yedino, to say the Azubila Kano. A year beyond NDC NMP. Oh, yes. Abaya or John Mahama, but yes, where NDC, Franka Tunin, Odin Kunim, NDC Nedin Kunim, 2024 Batwaro. But he's the President of the Republic of Ghana. Okwa Manania, a Yanemu Kosi, Bibi Obey Biawa Yamaye. What did you make us say? Eti Ghana and a crata. And the comma IGP. Catch IGP say near a course so wabra battle course 2020. Be mufa who we no. Yes, shemu. Now wabra we say no. We need yemuno. Me crata no. Baby I nyame dasa hono. E hono bubuma komakra. We say we need yemono. Abreni abribiano. Eya bedan baby a wadru wo hwehwemu no. E kire mansan. Yes. Said the be ya perfect yonti. Kwame. So you see, yes, and I'm say IGP nye we no, and on the best show bit is not done bre kutupa. Yes, I'm what go baby say. So what to say? NDC ni bo MPP niya MPP for Muntungu omoso. So these are the things that embolden some miscreants, yes, some criminals, yes, within your society. Yes, yes, nativity entrehabo. Nativity or show bob ever maimu. Yes, Kwame. So we are IGP, we are police niti. Where Juma ya yadiacha won say, yes, and Casabre wo ye, and a man for who say Jemu Koswa, about Boama Gidia bus system ni mo. Yes, Kwame. Now you wouldn't so be this, and say ya. Yababo Amania, also, every bra another breaker as we besi ne one nam post for
Facebook police Ghana Police Service on Facebook verified account and from the 1st of January you see afimu and ki yesusu say nka president edisa dwumadie edeto IGP national and come dey be to omwo no ho kra ne hunu say
kata ne ba 10th what are to yes about 10th January for 10th January
okay it's free on the 10th of January no yen ko na fe yen hwe eniema Ghana Police Service omo posti ewo omwo ho Kwame de ma hwe ne nyina de enya de dwumadie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kan okay, so from on the 10th of January, we're 9th. Mamin content in so. Okay, if you on the almost by 11th, on the 10th, almost Debbie, and a press release or say police restore calm at Ejura following mob attack on the Ejura police station. Okay. Kwame, so on the 17th also, and also the same thing. I say press release. Police restore calm, law and order at Nkwanta and 8 environs in the OT region. Kwame, so on the 17th, one answer. Police restore calm. No, Anna Kwame. One Bibi anyone assassin. Now, Uber latest one idea and current news. And to quite a see. Ewo nso atreman wo be kwa na kotoko eni omo bobola sabi ye ko wo mo nipa ba kwa we yes pole we free at for asasi just on the 10th na nka se na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
1 month no
1 month and nebo so mi ba ko pe no Ghana Police Service imposti sa dwumadie no kra wo mo
and in fact omo TV station Ghana yes. Police TV no me tire
yes
me hu see ya press conference and I say ye bo asem yi ho kra po wa and I say bia post ni na ebi obey no nsentwenia wo bi se IGP question no
yes
when you interview biasa e wo TV station no total disregard
yes
for the directive of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
asemna His Excellency de buy no
asema ye kan serious
o fa nya juma Kwame IGP emphasize letter na ana jumadi na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wato atwene nanka wa ma wo se abiribia no bra ene Ghana for mekasa woman na ebinim afa ho awi woman na tumi ni kita womo eti bra na be kyerɛkyerɛ mu fa kyerɛ wom sɛ adwumadie His Excellency di ama me no masase ye makoduru tachiman na mehwɛ sei no sei na ekro Kwame bosome ba ko pani IGP nka asɛm no ho hweda Ghana Police Service nka ho hweda ba pem na me no de kasai bosome
Dr. Callistus Mahama
yes
wona answer krata na say Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra Chief of Staff His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and in fact, Interior Minister, where do you wash you?
Mohammed Muntaka,
and chairperson of the Police Council,
yes,
Professor Nana Jeno Pugwajima. Ejumani Brenio,
yes,
no, say, Mujama we kwa, Ebeba Beye and Senia Dawase, Semampayi she, Ashuye be so when you be, Nasa Onya Kona, she, and it will become a norm,
yes.
Do we want this to be the norm? No, many Samuel, the aquaswan of Samanya Bibi and Fao in the next 24 hours. It will become a norm. And Obia Betbebu, yes, and Imtia.
Again, a phone baby, Asasi Kasa, not in a Mampeniama directives. What dear Juma say IGP, sir? No, a Bepem, Yente Washe. IGP Meka Washe, so be ye, sir, on ye. Kotoko for asem you see different update bear 5
yeah
I will page in so
low hanging fruits
what did they make a journal here
the
president of the republic
yes me who say bia investigation adding no muntimi nye jama ya bibi I don't know
bibi ne person ehunu no tachiman abusuafo omode siam wu ye no eno na omopese omuhunu bibi kunu na e wose esi no eti IGP so pe na watwe mu sa asem ye bo mana Kwame aye ne e wo say ye efi se nipa nkwa na ahwere ye no eye nipa na yeku wom no obi ba obi disi obi papa obi maami ana nko be kwa ba to ma na nyadi ana sabra ne yekoku no wobere kwa na okokoto no abawu wonye boni bia ye nya city member of parliament jo say wusu e be ka se ngrofo yi wom ye criminals ewo bere kwa wanya nyina so bi anfa ma
ejo say ususu ye lawyer
yes
so say wetin establish say yes. Criminality bi akoso a That criminal no mo ye no. I didn't tell a post for muntimi ye. Emie hunu say ampa wo mo ye criminal.
That time I to be no mu kuta AK47 omo di wura ho a na omo be fa ballot box ansa na ye yo say.
And you see His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nientia issue we e wo say hia pa.
Yes.
Because wo mo koto aba saa de we ka ho no.
Yes.
Wo mo gina saa asem we so na eto aba ma ho.
Sa pepepe.
Because o ka cho mo say wo pa.
Yes.
O be hwe say atamte ne e besi.
E be ko pepepe.
Wo ba baby a mimfo ni chebia no. Wo be fa Ghana mamra so ahwehwe omo amamra no eni omadi.
Yes.
So this directive you gave the IGP should be of prime essence to you. Prep making kind and normal would do a man pay John Mahama wa ba ben mu waye and within the first 30 days.
Yes.
And then normally be a dia kotene. Yes, our directive here we issue IGP.
Yes.
I making kind first 3 and nafe yentwaso. For instance, the other kind first 30 days there the man pay timi ya yenyina yeni agemo. What shall see discussions with key stakeholders to restore peace in Boko.
Yes.
Oba ya ntem so. And on in nananom antirankonya.
Yes.
Empanifo wo motena se eno mo share enkomotwetwe ase. Said be ya asumdwe beda ne hwadi e wo Boko.
Yes.
Dia toso mienu. Wo hwe se obepa committee a wo behwe se ye be set up a gold board no. Dia toso miensa 8-member education forum planning committee. A wo di o mama ne bo beba in 2 weeks. Said be ya ye begina so. Na ye bodwan na ya hwe free SHS no eno ma ye sakra wo mu a ebe me na gina ne naso ebeboa eye Ghana for nkwada.
Yes.
When eno mani bia within the first 30 days why.
Yes. And Kwame Osha the Tosinaya form the economic dialogue planning committee to plan and engage necessary stakeholders to revive the economy. Kwame, so we share your economy. Ya said your money, your near matetia pro na pansam na ehun hia say what this are nimdifuyi a metimi aboa asese na economy na etimi afa na ntama pa bia asenye Kenya na ni da so etimi abem. The toso num Kwame set up a tripartite yes committee to negotiate and determine minimum wage and base pay of public sector workers. No, yes, said the Bay Jumayfo, a bay Jumayfo, a womusika seminal, said ye be mass ya no maketiano, ye be masuka cramo nebe among whom a betimi I must issued directive through EPA for immediate halt of illegal mining activities in forests and water bodies. Kwame, no church galam say in semi beba ye ankrofo kwati atua krama ya abanye twami achichi wo mugumu. What's it there be? Ya na Environmental Protection Agency for nhia, ya ne omonkasa na fei
ofa omoso EPA so.
Yes.
E de nhye ebeto say efi na ekọ
galam say
kwaye mu ani so.
Yes.
Mo bi ankoso.
Yes.
Enkotu afamagudie.
Yes.
Eti no kan normally bia wa no. Afa ye to aso wo say eba ye meyo mo suapon. Eni ye nuanom ne ye wo fa no mo suapon.
Yes.
Em say ye wo fa ne ye nananom nyina wo.
Oh obi.
Eti suapon residential facility fees no. Ankomo ya pegyam every 2000 e dia akwa 3000 hostels na work campuses no. Ankomo pegyam ebo na obetua no sika na obetua no asa na wetima akonya ba bi di utiato no komu panyama free 2000 e dia akọ 3000
almost 50%
and aban ni omadi ano a wo so mo famra 2500
okay
afei ankakani adundum so no kaya ma no homene so obekaya in the early days I buy no eye na de hia e ma ne hweye esi saa de no kwan a ene kane adundum no saa mena no saa efidie na abandada ne sum ye no ye nya ntom ya bo atra ye kwa anim afei de toso du eye
toso nkro
de toso nkro eye ministers ahodo a na go so pa o kane na eye ba aduasa wate so fri aduasa e de aba aduonum yensa 23
yes
na
kwame ye kɔ de toso du na eno na no pay na ye gusu a ye ka ho asɛm no sɛ waka kyerɛ the IGP Inspector General of Police wɔ Ghana sɛ onye nhwehwɛmu abato ɛkɔ so 2020 ɛne 2024 no nipa ɛfa ho hwere wɔ mo nkwa wɔ mo epreprai no ɛyɛ den ne nam so ma esi ye akwame bɛpem na ntɛn ne toso du to hwɛ on the 10th of January ana sankrata no eba abonte bepem ne IGP enka ho hwea no pay na afei ye ka ho asem afei kwame de toso du baako As a water sale of a state lands and request land commission for submission of detailed report on state land purchasing. Not just a buying sassy and now a buyer chemi ubati akwame no mo tonton edemom womono wama land commission and fatabo event so obi bia no to aban sassy no on fatabo nso na hwehwemu bi enkom se eye kwan papa so ana nipa no offer de anya na afa no so matimi ahwe kwame ye hwe de to so dumienu am or say reverse semi-cultural and silence culture of silence with directive to CHAS to highlight challenges associated with implementation of free SHS. Kwame say free SHS kwame say enya bedu pan and teacher for headmasters will be biara na oka free SHS hu de oyedin. Personally my coverage bebre was senior high schools mu ya ma headmistress ne headmasters no one say dey no mo kwan na me call here in chair kwame anu so yi free kwame to so ne yengo
ye to so no de to so du miensa in record time one nominate and the ministers within the first 14 days.
Yes.
Partial 14 days. Now we're nominating the ministers in record time. Maybe see that. I think so hard fair. Sika ye triana ye de tu a year krunkrum akwentuo at the com mekano. A large not ye free akwentuo ba ye ya large ne hajiano. Yen share ewo Muslimim emremuno. What is so free? 75,000 Ghana cedis at about 62,000 Ghana cedis per person.
Yes.
I think what the National Day of Prayer and the Thanksgiving. Abba, Twaso.
Kwame, I feel we're buying so 16 one near my year no na enuane na wo warehouse na egu ho ananka ye twen na ye de dwumadi bi no se da bi mo fra na ekọ free SHS no so mo ti school mo na ekọ mo de om na mo nya nuane pa bi ni na se wo mo ntimi enya ahomka mfa nsua de o mo hu no hwe enti obomode ma directive ama se nuane e wo warehouse nyina all the 16 regions in Ghana free SHS wo mo Kwame wo mo de nuane no akoya wo mo de akokomo ma fe halted use of public funds for National Cathedral. National Cathedral, His Excellency the former president, Nanado Shas here, no $58 million. Etu amena insured
taxpayers money.
Yeah, taxpayers money.
On mine sika.
Yes. $58 million.
Mahama Bain was
fa aban sika bia NC National Cathedral ni bio. Ye twaso. Wo mining here sika. Wo de be ye enema bebrebe timi abo say tighten surveillance at market and directive to Ghana National Fire Service to locate fire tenders closer to all markets. Kwame, abayi ye nya shafie we asia.
One problem.
Yes, Kwame. Ehono how
no problem.
How
because now
yes.
It just out to him.
Yeah, I'm say Tachiman
Jomo.
Yeah, Jomo.
It just out to directive ne say
yes.
Fire tenders and the National Fire Service.
Yes.
Any omo dum judgment no. Omo hwe no omo mani nko ye dwa hodwa e wo man mu.
Yes.
So you see Mr. President, many sawo again I'm repeating this and it is of prime importance to me because so wa memwo no be ye adwuma whenever you direct
yes,
people must be seen to be following your directions. And yet, then Nayama direction said there should be a surveillance. There should be fire tenders close to the various markets.
Yes.
Na and then yes, it is it just at all. No. Surveillance in a koso. And I say koso.
What is happening?
No, we should be asking questions. But we should be asking questions, pa. Say buapayo and enkofobi. Yes, Anna. We need to see say
oh yes
so say e jasese na dada na bi na ekwo so a surveillance no eno na bebo am yehunu nie nti asade no kɔ
yes
so ede na beba be ya kwansidi a surveillance ne nkɔ we should be asking
yes
to so obrempon
enti na eno no wo be hyase wɔ 19 ho na afi kwa me ya to aso anase me nkɔ so dia
no Chief Julius Debra chief of staff ma Ghana, of course, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, running name of Pebua, and the Shanoma, what they are buying anymore, with the 1 million Ghana cities.
Yes,
and the Ma Adesha, Womosho Monoma, Wakantamanto, a Janet Siciano.
Very well.
I say a year Western region, I him for Nanano Martin and Kunya for 5 years in here, Nantawantawa Domonte.
Wow.
But within just this period, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, through Kunya CNA, Kasachani, Komodidiemu. Wayaman Kabum Etimaba within the divided House of Chiefs in the Western region. Afei wa constitute constitutional review committee a wɔn bɛ review yɛ 1992 constitution no nti baaso nko a yate a wɔn bɛ san hwɛ yɛ 1992 constitution no mmaranimfoɔ abenfoɔ animdefoɔ ɛna ɛwɔ saa committee no mu a wɔn bɛhwɛ ama saa deɛ wei akɔ so ɛna deɛ twa toɔ
a ɛdɛ
a na wɔtwe wei no
kurom ha
na wɔtwe wei no
abɛyɛ gya
bibi bɛfiri mu aba
ɛde aso ebi mo na ɔmo da wɔn ntumi na Kwame ɛyɛ ora
okay
operation recover all loot
okay
saa din sese yi ebinom te a na Kwame ɔmo aduane ɔmo di kura abɔ manum
ɛna na wɔtwe wei de ɔmo nya nidi
ɔmo nya nidi efisɛ ɔmo hwehwɛ mu no first half ɔmo awie abɔ no tɔfa ɔmo de akɔto president anim president nso ba bɛma so na ɔde akɔ the appropriate authorities a wɔn bɛtumi ahwɛ sɛ wɔn man yi biribi ayera wɔ bibiara a wafa wɔn man yi biribi abɔ soɔ na ɔde ayɛ ɔno nko ano deɛ no wɔn bɛhwehwɛ mu na wɔn atwe sɛ nipa korɔ na so agye efiri ne nsam Kwame ne kura ni adeɛ baako ehia Ghana for pass esi amena wɔde kasa yi ɛyɛ oral findings a wɔn ayɛ sɛ president bɛbɔ mɔden na ɔtumi de akɔ mmerɛm na obi biara ɛsɛ fata sɛ yɛgye yɛ sika firi ne hɔ yɛgye yɛ dan yɛgye yɛ asase na ɛkyerɛ nkura yɛbɛtumi de na tumu a yɛde ne nsa tumu ka ho na etua ka no Kwame ɛwɔ sɛ His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama ɔbɔ wɔde na ɔhwɛ sɛ bɛba so no Ghana fo ɔhwɛ nim Kwame
ɛwɔ abrabɔ 8 pɛpɛpɛ yɛ de aka ne yɛbɛbɔ ne tew sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ hunu deɛ ɔbɛnpɔn kan yɛ sɛ yɛ no kora sɛ Ghana ni biara ni edi ora no nnwuma no akyi a na ɔhwɛ wie yɛ amesɛ for gold e video no to so na ɔhwɛ wie yɛ no hwɛ deɛ national security for ne asrafo kɔ yɛ warehouse bi a wɔ mantwa baabi o anka obi adwen ani soɔ no ɛna yabɔ awura hɔ national security for bɔ awura hɔ ɛna sika kɔkɔɔ ne US dollars sɛ yɛ counterfeit o sɛ yɛ real o yɛnim a yakɔ bust in fact yakɔ kye ɛna sika no yakɔ hwɛ baabi a ɛwɔ nti sika yi na egugu containers yi esisi wei na sika no gum. So look at the reaction. Said the amanfo reacted to that story way. Said the amanfo ani agye ho. Ekyerɛ sɛ aban we kɔso to anamon emie hunu sɛ ɔma ɔman ne sika akɔdi ɔmo nsɛm ɔma ɔman ne japade akɔdi ɔmo nsɛm yɛgyina dansedie so ama yɛma mmara no ani ɔmo di a ɛbɛma ahotɔ ne ahotɔsoɔ bi ɛne akokoduro ne gyidie bi aba amam yi mu. So Ora has no choice than to perform.
Yes.
Look at Asemi you see over the weekend.
Yes.
And Tien Koma man for the at the phone. Security analysts and some more come phone. And in summer, a bibu cromun or may our bamboo moon 7 some more come say I went pony and yet the assistant for them. Yes. Where there will be warehouse. Yes. Sika put will be warehouse. When security in Tadia Meboa.
Yeah.
Security ntade na gugu wo no wait ayo warehouse bi wo baby Ghana city what did you make say dollar gold bars so why there and you see national security minim ebia a classified information but to what extent na beboa some can say nia yesusu say obata akire ni obi a your friend Alhaji ebi amu ye we said be amu be ebi amu todra
yes
said be amu mo be twe wo mu a bone no madi na nkasa ba e ho ne meti ase but for how long na Alhaji nkwan din ne beti
ye beti wo
ye bomba say ye beduru yanim no enya Alhaji nkwan din ne beti ba Alhaji ni din no e be ba be da wo pefe emi ehunu Alhaji kro because Alhaji for ne omo doso eti Alhaji ben en wanya ne ho tam say ya what we this sika kwasie warehouse sika kwakwa dollar Ghana city was abere ya dollar any system ni mu nam so nti fa ho bo akosoro
Kwame nye sika keto na warehouse wo no
was abere ya dollar any system ni mu nam so nti ye city na ho de aba fam obi anya dollar no de akogu warehouse sound yakono eye hwan Ghanaians want to know
Alhaji di nipa bebre na di Alhaji ba Alhaji ne be a Kwame edi san ta akire enti edi be na wasa Alhaji nachi Ghana for hwehwe Alhaji pese hu Alhaji Kwame
and you see President Mahama na ni bedi abedi no when adwuma wo ye na enti na eno ti ye boa no wa bra ye kakai ne no ma bia wo ye kan wa
yes
wo ye kan wa timi o obrempon no ma bia wo ye kan wa ebema na adwuma na CP Mr President woman directive making sure so with directive no ye follow typical example ye IGP no typical example another example ye Ghana National Fire Service what's the surveillance ahodo enkoso within the various markets sanka enkoso ankatachi man over the weekend KNC
kejanto hobio
so surveillance no say a weaker munche modena na munya den and you see Maminda President Mahama na nibere no edi nchro na no ana ministers here we you omo ya vetu o mawie omu so ya kire no wa bro mo ko no so da bi omo ko obo mo kokko we wo dia o kan pain jiro mo ze esa akwantuo no ya sakira mu o akwantuo no first class no lalai eni ho bio wo dia wa wonni ba bi te kura abo business class e obetena ho first class ne dia eni ho bio yentie President Mahama ebra no okasa asem no.
Must I ever remind you of the same caution I sounded to your colleagues who have already taken office, that the hallmark of this government will be modesty and respect for the Ghanaian people. There will be no room for arrogance and pomposity in this government. The resources that you'll be working with belong to the Ghanaian people who put us in office. Those resources are not to be wasted on opulence and extravagance. I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I've imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff, and such travels will have to be undertaken in modesty, no first class. I sounded to your colleagues who have already taken office that the hallmark of this government will be modesty and respect for the Ghanaian people. There will be no room for arrogance and pomposity in this government. The resources that you'll be working with belong to the Ghanaian people who put us in office. Those resources are not to be wasted on opulence and extravagance. I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I've imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff, and such travels will have to be undertaken in modesty, no first class.
No first class. Now, say, akwantuo no said yes tie no
yes Kwame
any nya obehia be mo akoduru ba bia wo kɔ no
yes
bedan na di che your boss Julius Debra
Chief Julius
Debra is on Ghana banyu efo nyina boss
yes
but has a boss
yes
we are the privileged position Chief Julius Debra
yes
was it bedan na di che Chief of Staff
yes
and say na montuo na yeden abaso but the one coming out to be assuming say no first class.
First class they say we come.
John Mahama
so we say Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ne say ye na resetting agenda na papa no. What ten say adwene hu pa.
And you see over the weekend so another video echo viral. Meaning say President Mahama no na so form. Na ni de no ma hodo ekɔ so Ghana echi.
Yes.
Me say video no me hu ye no. And am de to your platform so.
Me hu.
Me yam she say wam.
Yeah.
Akoda ketewa. Woni ni nua ketewa ekɔ school. Hwɛ kwan akoda yi fa so a wo kɔ school. Eyensuo wo twa nsuo no. Eyensuo no de da so no nya bridge papa bi a you phone fro na ere. Anya bridge papa bi a obi ayo. Wey edua bi a nyame ncha de semframa ena butu
nsuo no so.
Senso obi na ekwa galamse ana obi etu ho. Eti edua yi so na akoda yi nam. Wo de hwɛ kwan a akoda no befa so a wo befa edua ni nkyɛn mu ho. Gwabra wo de ahweye kwan so boase to kwan so ni nua ketewa no enfra nto nsuo nim. Look at the danger.
Me hwɛ video nyina kwa me na menya goosebumps.
See the danger.
Na me hwɛ asa abofra nti omo beto nsuo no mu ana. Wo bre ko omo ko school.
So ye ka say President John Dramani Mahama na ni abo video no so fato so near President Mahama ka fa wo say we have identified the community where young school children have to cross water body to access school. Earlier today, the MP for Lower West Akim, or when Kwame Frimpong visited Esioko community and assured them the Eastern Regional Minister will also visit as we work permanently and urgently to resolve the challenge the people and school children are confronted with. Our quest to reset Ghana includes a determination to remove barriers to education and healthcare across the country. Barriers in see akwan. Adie bi ebemena ye den ama akoda akọ suku.
Yes.
Adie bi ebe ye den ama orienfo bi akọ ayare sabia. His Excellency John Mahama say as part of say ye oman Ghana ye bio no.
Yes.
Ye yi sa no money nyina.
They free up.
Eti baby a adie isi a ye hu sa akoda no. Ode ni nua bo na chi a wo twa nsuo no. Eye suo kọ. Ye kwa ahoma no so ne ye nua ba Shami Muslim. A wo ye kasamafo abedi echiema mampani John Mahama ahwe ye ho no. Ye ne no eni nkomo. Chamima,
hello, good morning.
Good morning. Na bibia boko de.
Nyamina dom.
Wow. Adiachi bia na ensem do na ho. Ensem pi. I mean, meaning say many producer na odi nkomo no kan first class adie, but I think that it will be fair to also ask you this question about directive by His Excellency John Mahama Edema IGP. Say with regards to election violence now, of course, 2020 and 2024. No? And then 10th February, it's been a month in here. What you kind crata now was say, Abrini Abribiano, Ayana, one fat and one sembetuja, said by Ghana for Behunu the Echo. It's been a month. Yenteri. Is that to say, IGP no, and Jemun one yana?
Oh, so be sɛ ɛnyɛ ade a o boss ma o edwuma obetumi aka sɛ ontimi nyɛ nti mɛka sɛ ɛnya botere kakra waken yɛbɛsan so ebisa na yɛ sɛ the status of investigation no report no yɛfia na yɛde ato dwa.
Mate, me impressive further, but you move to a year first class a year tabona yɛde ato His Excellency John Mahama appointees, you know, says the first class any akwantuo ana montuo nim e na kire
da wasibiem na meche otiefo nyina oh ye share governance na His Excellency opese onfa ye nyina ye mfa so no e o say ye ninji na de bia ye sori na abom pa ye because ye nyina na ya ka election time. You can say profligate expenditure no also. You can say government budget, government expenses no also dodo. For a country, you can say true baby. I was say no. Now you call international conferences. Now be say your leaders. It be more the private jet boarding at the two coin. You say developed countries, Norwegian, Scandinavian countries, yeah. Omu prime ministers sometimes bicycle mpo and omu do ko ejuma.
Yeah.
Omu tina omu basic prorated expenses continue and spend this as a public officer above a certain amount on some basic things. There are ranges. You can't go, beyond. America yebawa. America programmer omu established per diem rate per or level now or one, you cannot go beyond it.
Yeah.
It is a whole person who living largesse. And yes, she shall wow speaker, Nenko living largesse. And it is Excellency or no or the portion now or the Magana for a bra yebe biso musamun for to me no mayeno. Or see or be managing our collective resources efficiently. Or per se on running a lean and efficient government. Efficient government, so it will not make itself. I was saying for bra and so code of conduct now while announcing no. You releases our code of conduct now. All of these details is spelled out. What can a public official do? What can they not do? How can they spend? How can they travel? Because you can't we spend so much money as you say. Yes, it's like rich people.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a lot of resources. But those resources, nti de bia ye kostra nkrofo se mo be boa yen na ye mom sika na mo de ba say ye fa me say o cancer school problems access to school education and no kwanza de ne de odwi ho a e assistant because nkoda going through so much edimu nanti for miles just to access primary education and I say junior high school education edimu have to cross rivers and lakes to go to school oh and you know say we are a country of conscience adentina minister or two coin now I got na first class aboard this kana yedi first class no me as 6 unit classroom block there's no conscience in it.
Let's just say a card na near bono was abre na near the first class edia kwani abano na a car ya bono says sikano you bet me dey see 6 units classroom block
o bet me dey na dey dia o to kwani na offer first class the flight no millions of Ghana cedis. True. And also, you know, Mimika say see yen tightening your belt. We public officers must also tighten our belt. So wow sika. Now where you way juma now wow sika now person now first class. And you say oh jejereje. Yeah. But say those some say public place. And they are first class tickets here. Any day, baby. So if anybody deserves first class, our president, because sometimes say say I could do or say maybe on to me going with our national the presidential jet. I was travel with commercial the protocols and security arrangements. He's entitled to it, but. We are even told of a story. The president was ever supposed to travel with President John Dramani Mahama. Now there was no first class, no business class, or economy at the Ghana. But we have to protect our president. But ministers and other public officials, we must always ensure efficient use of our collective resources.
And these are all austerity measures, including a lean government here. His Excellency John Mahama so far, what you have said, whatever, because me raising size, you know, last time about ye dis uncommon, but social you see ye, assignment, any mia hodo my Ghana up to now. People seem not to appreciate Babia, His Excellency John Mahama, Epes Woko, with regards to appointment now, you know. People feel say senior. Were insisting on a lean government, you know. One should believe a lot of them disappointed. At the end, I'm said be a managing name Queen so Boni Bia, Mahama administration as well.
You, Madam Ase, they be a abotare and I may say, Obiana abotare. Namun share choir, Papa no opese on fire nam. Number one, a country a se onko ne nimno. It is not expanding the public purse. It is the number of entrepreneurs, businessmen are creating. And this is coming now to say expanded ministers, government appointees public wage budgets no. Ebe cost do sometimes who the omode bano. Na yembwa Ghana. And si papa say let us run a lean and efficient government. Ministers implement programs, support private sector participation, support business growth, because the entrepreneur bako etiminya proper
support or funding
to expand his business. You can 24-hour economy no. Obetini employee 200 youth from assignment. Also Minister Bain and the minister to me emano and then the salary now obetini because of the ministerial role no directly as 200 people consistently. Mama yenche ye na yenze MP for a debia complain no MP okodin common fund projects are here and obetimi aye. The all supported businessman not or set up factory. I want me from Upper West region. It's me I employee 200 and not 300 youth. Me patch up as a fibia otio or muka salary.
Yeah.
MP betimi aye sa ejumano. Under salary now or an internet sometimes corruption no nim no because you feel say or be a power in terms of position or access to unlimited resources. They be a lot of our MPs and now public officers among businessmen or the $100 million a month when they say Danny then invested then Danny say $1 billion to draw anything because almost positions no almost no more discano almost demands na no it's like I say teach teach the person how to fish but not to fish but baby all public officers it is giving fish because constituents mami's kind of interested. Yemi say, and yes, sustainable. Me from sa way no, and yes, sustainable. The I was say, minister, I was say, oh, yeah, way Juma, name policies na ya diamano, or employment, 24-hour economy no. Where are the entrepreneurs in your region? Yeah. How are you going to support them? Private sector participation. What are the tax regimes? How are we going to ensure that we support businesses to be able to thrive and expand their production? After COVID, businesses were laying off because they could just not operate. Many factories are here under our industrial enclave. They have reduced operations because high cost of utilities, high taxes. And she said, government, the minister, you do to what would your job is to ensure that overthinking creatively, innovatively to find out how to support private sector. And she said, yeah, Papa, and there's no way, and then on minister, and I say on your way, now maybe Okonya board be for employment. Now I make it case for the youth of assignment. Business proposals now ever board no. They will meet, they will agree, they will support those businesses. Okay, you can say abattoir. You're going to set up a big abattoir in assignment, and the snowball has to follow up and ensure that projects no. Yeah, diaba. 24-hour economy no. Yeah, dia call. Mbebu no more assignment no. Omu be a juma aye. So that the burdens on public officers no will reduce. So we honestly don't need too many ministers to solve the problems of our citizens. Otherwise, corruption and the fuel because business is what generates income and profit. Public sector does not generate any profit directly. Say continue on this modular, it is not sustainable. Instead of supporting the businessmen to create the opportunity, then we put pressure on the MPs to create deals and get commissions. Commissions are here and solve the problems of your constituency.
Very, very true. Shamima, you're breathing tea. May assure us I'm not thinking pa. Medwase pa no brain wa daja onyamae pa. Yes, that's it. Shamima Muslim or no a deputy director of communications at the presidency. One not tenka e we Dwabo Ase power 97.9. Kwame Minkah any enki obrempon and o say Saturday the abraso see abeko let's talk education council. Madam Time Bomb I crado o day educational time bomb ebre. Sisi branza na no ya enoma mienu. Shaway, Netiaway.
Yamfa Enchasonko in free True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited, Emam Sabi. True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited, a Indian company Cassia, Yasueno, Ewo India. Namu Yendo no Ebu Yasafana Yina, Edia Bedru Ghana, Ama Food and Drugs Authority, a Jen Shishimu, Edia Fayeno no say a papa, a boy Juma, inti Ghana for Enfransa or Moyare. In no Edia Bajama sono, a dorso, Namu Yidikaya. Mekasafa ho True Word Vision Capsules nipaduana kwa yankane nyankopon de ma yen yeni enti abibia e wose yema yeni ehu hia yen mama me pacho wako hospital na doctor aka che se wanya glaucoma ana se pressure be wani ni so a wonu munura na so enko obi da sori anopa ne neni no eso ayeni wisi wo hwe light a wo hu ne blare obi wo ho a ade ben na wo hunu e wo akiri nso a wo hunu obi wo ho a ade sa na esuma duru no ne yeka ne night blindness no uyi obi a uhun sensunso we nyina bomode a na hwehwe True Word Vision Capsules True Word Vision Capsules India hahama ene yakeka boma ye de aye abandre na True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited ye duro no ense yare ahodo ye duro ba ko bia no ese yare ba ko me pa cho uyi obi a wanya cataract anase etesi wani so a bomode ana hwehwe True Word Vision Capsules echi akwan me pa cho enunu donso e wo dwaman so enu nti na ye kire enunu mu a ye de kire TV no so se ne be ya ubehunu se ne aduro ni su ni ne ban esitie enti ukoba bia ye to aduro na nipa na ka kire osewu ye ni True Word Vision Capsules wo honom na mum ye was similar product a ebeboa wa me pa cho insist se upe True Word Vision Capsules True Word Vision Capsules anase ye nuo no mu bia ubetimi do phone no e de atwa na ukọ na se yesi ebi ni ho a me pa cho bomodin na fa ye number e wo screen no so anase wo be fra yen e wo 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 na odi True Word Vision Capsules na waji stem cell True Word stem cell e di aka ho ama me ni titu ene mu a glaucoma anase pressure no edidi mu akọ akiri anase wa etesi wani so uji na mienu no bu mu a ema wani yare no utimi enya response anase uhoto ententem na afi yesan so ewo True Word Nerve Alive no eye entinimu adwuma anase esa entinimu yare me pa chawo wunya entinimu yare a ubom se wo ho no ma na wonsa no aye otititi wo ho na onan aye otititi wonante a na yese pin ewo onam anase osire no mu me pa chawo obi wo ho no ma wanya diabetes anase stroke anase hypertension me pa chawo wunya san yare we nyina elidi to entinimu yare enti wunya entinimu yare na aduro ba ko a ebeboa wo na ebetu entinimu yare na ase eye Nerve Alive eye do tatahwe a ewo dwaman so me pa cho bomodin a na hye ne nsoma me se Nerve Alive no se unya entinimu yare na wo ye bema etumi ma unya enamu meye nti wo ye bema na wo ye mre ewo kete so entinimu aye mra me pa cho wadu eye Nerve Alive bomodin a na ma wonsa nka bi na wonsa eka Nerve Alive eye entinimu adwuma no na yesan so ewo joint fortis wo ho a eye adwuma ewo yenum pem ene yaposo me pacho enye painkiller tieni ye joint fortis no enye painkiller na momi akofa pains ya no ede aba onipadua no mu no ekoko sisi onipadua no na yisa ohawo ni nyina ede afiri honom me pacho arthritis obi ukotodua ho no na ukotodua no emu ye oya emu tutu oje ho a enje obi a usisi wo sisi yare a emu eden etweba oto ase ebesi una ase me pacho onso unya joint fortis na ebebo na yisa ohaw ni nyina ede afi honom na yadru a mekasa fa ho biem eye male fortis ne eye emema do tatahwe bema wuntimi mu adwuma ewo kete so wadru eye male fortis bema de ewo so timi gina ona so brane me pacho bema ukosini ma 30 seconds na wajamu wuntimi nyina so nche obema na afo aye ketekete wonya male fortis na ebema blood moje wose pompi ko bema no no ebe pompi akum ama ahodin atumi abom na watimi agina onan so eduro no aya na picture no eda o screen no so fa full lutwa uko baby a yeto eduro no na orefi eduro ni dia fa che nipa na oto eduro no se wakacho se ebi ni ho no ma Bomodia, Nafa, your contact number at the screen or so. It was 0558 724 302. 0558 724 302 and a 059 558 2628. 059 558 2628. True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited. Your health are concerned.
Messi menananu. A group passa abi brabro tibedo imlenu. Na ma premaye.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow na yes sa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timide omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, memre.
Hey, I don't think I'm a catcher or say. Yeah, no Medi garlic capsules. Poso na ebesisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic
capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh, sa na te pa dia.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua mu efru sani ye na esiesie oba ne barima ma hona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyimu pharmacy store frɛ yen wo 050 349 4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wonni how FDA agidwe di nkra to yi ato.
We're getting them somewhere because they are the world, they are the children, they are the future. Madam Time Bomb is in the mood. Educational Time Bomb, Brenier, on the wings of love. Madam Time Bomb, you want to Kwame?
Hi, Kwame. Oh, you set the mood. You set the mood for my kids with a lot of popcorn and some cartoons. You know. Oh, dear, with some blanket here and there.
Awesome.
Phew. Kwame, good morning.
If we are with Kwame, no pain.
For my kids.
But it's beautiful.
Yes.
Popcorn.
Yes.
Blankets.
That's what we'll do on Thursday, Anna.
Oh,
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, what day? And if
oh, yes.
Oh, school.
Yes.
And you know, baby.
Come.
Mobile no papa.
Oh, why?
Tell me what end.
I have a trend, Mary. Because we need to request a song from Ajima.
Wow.
To dance.
To dance.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Kwame. From Let's Talk Education Concern, let me say a very big thank you.
Yeah.
Let me say a beautiful good morning. Let me appreciate the patience of parents. May appreciate one love and respect for the fact that what we are putting out there, when you so, and let me thank every parent what trusting and all the baba here and Let's Talk Education Consult Rotation in Gwa Estate. Yabelejo Kuku Municipal Assembly on the Mango Street. It's a beautiful end for kids to walk in and learn. Yes, Montessori and INDEC educational program near the children as a yes, more from ways 6 months to 12 years. Yes, just like Kwame said. But more from the edge from 6 months to 2.5 years.
Okay.
And they said, yeah, yes, more from away the 6 months to 12 years. But yet. And from within, from with 6 months to 2.5. Good. Yeah. The last time I explaining. And so when you come in, we attend to more from when development. The master na yes, you're not cheerful. A cheerful open was more from one development. You know, we are involved in it. You're training teachers. The marathon a bat and epidet more from us. If we can anyone before to that love. Week here, but I said thank you. You know how to go about it beautifully. So urban schools, we train teachers. In service training tonight. Schools. Let's talk boy for a button and from a cheerful, and we ensure that we be working is well served and. Coffee with happiness and smiles on their faces. Follow on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. A friend. on 0249 0249 and the pay numbers in Komobi Namazurba. But then I want to ask a very sensitive question because many cameramen, the crews in Komo were out. It's quite my saw them question.
What you imagine? It's a coming. Okay. I'm ready.
My mimi saw them. As Ghanaian parents, how do we show love to Hianembo Frama?
Say me all for me Ghanaian, you know. Kwame so na me dying.
Because this month is a month of love.
Yes.
A week of enjoying it and
right.
showing it.
That's right.
And the next weeks will be fading off.
So I should show it. I like that. Okay, so a Kwame first down or donate and it said, "Seventy school fees. Me ton tadi mo. Omunti na no pebia me sorry. Everything I hear you na bosomi aketua no. Me yimu bia to aduane e wo fie."
Kwame. That's no love.
Me tutu me omofo omudi boni a me twi omaso.
Kwame, that's your responsibility. You see, yemo bebre, that's what we think is love, especially for our kids. Mes me buboyi, one intina mosora na pamuko maba. One intina as a the major me boy. It's your school fees. Kwame, that is a responsibility, and whether you like it or not, you have to do it. It's your responsibility to ensure that Afrani Didi wash our terror and walk out naked. It's your responsibility to give them a place to sleep. Yeah. So that is your responsibility. But as a responsibility. No. You see, that is what that's what's affecting us. And there is this gentleman who traveled outside Ghana.
Yeah.
He's a Ghanaian, but Mbonidin. He traveled. He went for a school interview and a presentation. He was failed, I think, 2 consecutive times. On the third one, you know the question he was asked? How were you loved? Ekwane bendo na what dog growing up.
Wow.
Yeah, because Kwabe, if you see anybody with a low self-esteem, a bit aggressive, or be a on kanehon konyipum bebre, or be a today or a bit withdrawn. On you show when you put on your casana, I don't know. You know the outside our terminal as Oya Yarba. Because you didn't get that kind of love from Womba from mom.
Why took?
Not really. But this is somebody I'll call a PhD. Where you must say call any
PhD. Wow.
He was looking down on himself because he wasn't confident enough. Kwame, you know what? It's a Dwabo Ase. They are very, very confident out there.
Wow.
And sometimes because you feel the year you may your own fees in internet, and more family find a way to tap into their own love by playing with you, trying to touch you, trying to hug you, trying to sit down and play with you on a nyamabi. Kids from different level have a way of showing their love. Babies have a way of showing their love. Obi a way to two, a way to two. They want to come to you. They want you to hug them. They want you to. Where's the 3 years? Or pedo identify you. My mommy. This is my mommy. This is my daddy. Mrs. You see my mommy. You see my dad. They want to identify. 4-year-old. They are painting. They are drawing pictures. How many times do they draw you in a day?
Yeah.
They want to show you that they love you. But they yanyo. But Kwame, you wake up in the morning. You hug your little boy. You hug your little girl.
Yeah.
You give them sugar. Oh, sorry. That's what we say at school. Peg.
You give them sugar. Oh, okay.
Come and give me some sugar. You give them a peg. Mwah. When they are going to sleep, you tell them good night. So, you know, these things affect us in our relationship and in our marriages. So we always feel that buying things and giving them to people is
it's
love.
Enough. Wow.
The things we lose out. It
is all about more.
Yes. Yeah. Kwame, let me. Hold on.
Wow.
Let me see if okay. So those who grow up without love may struggle with low self-esteem, feeling unworthy and unloved. For no tension, they lose out on social skills like love and nurturing. That kind of experience is not there. Into say what to boss be me boss ni yemi rena. Into onya bedepo ni. Into doka krabompo you know. Don't blame him. He didn't get it growing up. Yes, and I know that it wasn't shown. Maybe the love is there. We have it. Just like you are saying, that's how we identify love. We have it in our heart, but we show. Let me read this to you, and this was put together by 7 child psychologists who decided to do this across the globe. Plenty, but my pick a kakrebi. Billy is a 4-year-old. Also, when someone loves you, the way they say your name is different. That's a 4-year-old. 4. You just know that your name is safe in their mouth. That's a 4-year. I probably is a 4. Also, there will be the work for the board, and it's true. When our parents are in the love mood, and once Kasembia Koyen or Frewa, Incomi, Prince Manuel, Manuel, hey, Incomi. You know that kind of thing. No, but Kwame, this is a 4-year-old. Love is what makes you smile when you are tired. Wow. That's a 4-year-old. Wow. Love is a so a bestro, a bra wearing him da bra pie do fia bre. And then a 7-year-old says, love is when my mommy makes coffee for my daddy and she takes a sip before giving it to my daddy. Wow. See, the things we do and show is what these kids are seeing. Now we lose out on love. We only wait for a specific day, a specific week, to show love, a specific month to show love. Kwame, but Princess Diana, late Princess Diana says, hugs can go great miles, especially for kids. Aside that, there is this quote by Ham Ginnett: children are like wet cement. Whatever falls on them makes an impression. Say when they're done wasting for cement means Morton. Adibi Adibe Grubia or soak. Yeah. So children are like that. If we are not showing them
it's you.
Everything.
Wow.
So the scariest aspect is we grow with it. It affects us.
Yeah.
It affects us. Or affect and how I relate with Nkofo. When you go to an institution and you see somebody who is always who is not relating with people, who is not smiling, it's kind of or morte. You know, in a space of love, there are some people when you show them love, they can as on your assignment it will be extra. There are those if you buy something for them, or you can't be brainy for the and we are in the love month, we say. We are always preaching. But I know that we are always talking about adults. But how do we show love to the little ones who will grow up someday to be like us?
They need love.
They need it.
In order to show love.
Yes. One day.
Wow.
See, if any president, any vice president, any minister out there, any person in power, anyone or your CEO, whoever that holds a big position, na sorry a BB, no do woman you see. Andre nankote na ho. Odwe ni nipa dodo no obi sanu da ma me ye. So oba affecting coffee obeka kesi den. Me eye me ya obey and then. And so there is this statistics about us in Africa when it comes to which was not conducted by Indian Africans, but those outside, saying that when you take 10 kids, it's only 3 of them out who are loved. I don't want to talk more. This is not good for me to even say. Obviously, I'm showing tough love. Which one is the tough love? If you are being disciplined, be blunt and be disciplined. When you're about to discipline, my own bone would the muddy way and pay.
Where Gumbelo?
Why, yeah. Mamincha manager. Mugabe Mass. Mamincha and a pay. At me pocho. If you want to show discipline, let them know. Let them understand your responsibility. That's always show that. Make a day we give priority to impaying. But kitty no being na be paying. Yeah, should have your attention call. It's better higher than me, Mrs. So I beg you, month of love. Week of expressing it and showing. The next week is fading away. Please, we have 12 months in a year.
Yeah.
We can't choose one and show love. But that's right. Let them know when you are disciplining them, show them the love. Hago. So our relationships are very boring. We grow up with it. We go outside and we are yatum. Go to Zimbabwe, people are hugging and giving pegs.
Go to Kenya.
Go to South Africa.
West Africa Subaya.
Me sure be a brother and Katanika. Me pacho let's talk educational consult. This week we're also celebrating Valentine's Day, a chocolate day with our kids. And so you can be part as a parent. Come and visit us, show us love, let us love you and all that, and see the way forward. Friend on 0249069821. And then me bunny boko soft. My man had.
But enumpuni.
It's in my book, my
emotional tough love. Where your proper love.
Kwame. You go to Chinese and all that. That's what they do, emotional development. Learn how to tell your friend, I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me.
And thank you for being on the show.
Oh, thank you, Kwame.
Thank you for advising us.
Oh.
I'll see you soon.
I love you too.
I love you too.
Mamincha SST.
Grandpa. We love you too.
And then Mr. and Mrs. Ampof, Reverend Finakoma.
Come on. Apostle, we love you.
They love him.
Thank you, Madam Time Bomb. I was here, come on here, the Abramono, educational time bomb. But very simple. A foot to see a come out. Mommy and dying or dirty. Mommy and Chen Quadano or draw. One from Obano. One man or so. What you say? Jijin or so. Said by honors when you know. One be can any moon see so Wabra Wabaya boss. Or who will be an any buofu. It's a month of love, and love is in the air. And talk about the month of love. *274*10#. *274*10#. Yeah, power jackpot now. Ever Friday we know. Are you peace so? Many were messages here daily because I was set my number no a shitter a yebebre a wafidie no so. A *274*10#. 16,000 Ghana cedis. Any adema. Also the idea no ye de kwakwa to ase. Ye yakuma mu pa odo pa ne 9 edi fiada we ya. Valentine's Day. A Valentine's power jackpot. Our power FM na face so TVXYZ. Dialysis here start about 16,000 way e be your dia. *274*10#. 16K. Yeah, but when you know doso na mbongura haxa make sure the capsules in Centrania na hack health for there. What do you man na there some hack health care. Dr. Haxa Ase. Doc akwa.
Mpacha mejoso.
Bibi aboko de.
Me adom boko na onso.
Odo adaroma.
Edenya mi ase. A month of love.
A month of love.
And so ho be hia se obehwe wapomuden ye.
That's right.
Because odo ne ba na sa pomuden so ntimi nyina so ya na edin so betumi edi ni.
What do you say? Amanfo di chocolate wo de we yam yo here. We ntimi dibi. Hey!
The only here says, "Oh, Joe Haxa capsules and a meshano." Now, to me, Abo Amonia Pomodin Stronco. Now, the chocolate near the brewer, what to me, Edini, and as I say, do Piabontia, and yes, Okwana also Yamizo Yamioya. The Haxa now by Joe net me Abo Amonia Pomodin Stronco. That's right. Baby, our dog for person could be a Valentine, you know. Now, to me, Abo to me do Wako baby, as or do could be a restaurant as or do co. And I may who do be a baby of Chili Biano, because your programs are how do I because Valentine who be here as obeji a drabia no my bama or osano a few so aquacra. Now what to me any pomodin stronco. Until you become Haxa capsules and a mixture no wasem. Now also do one so a sunny edican can. Say, would you be no ma a bit me ama when ya pomodin stronco. Now ye can I was sent me each row among whom Senia is city. Until you TV so no.
And that can be green, light green. Because a lemon green. Lemon green.
Ha. It's capsules no. Say na capsules no city and a liquid na nasa mixture no. It's your phone chrono.
Me say my memoir ye be capsules no adaka no.
Yeah.
Etia.
Sa pepe.
And na the ensuing woman no. Sa. And also ye tin.
Sa.
And I will share a box na liquid no woman.
Yeah.
Ye de ye funu emfonyi.
Sa.
And ato. Said there we ye funu city no. And then near na also no and ye dia to no
sa pepe
more fire
sa pepe enti send your radio so no me sure say ya tinchirichiri mu ni ye tv so fon de o mo hu senia esitie eno nti se ukona se ye mo wodu fufuro bi a enye nchirichiri mu a ye de ama e kire se enye Haxa capsules ene mixture no na ye de ma enti ehun be hia se obehwehwa atutumrika age Haxa capsules Haxa mixture osa tamfo aduro no na entumi ma wonya apomeden soronko na sɛ yɛka ɔsa ho asɛm a yɛ adodo na adwene sɛ ɔsa yɛ yare bi a entumi nkum mpakyɛw sɛ wanhwɛ na wantu ase a ebetumi akum sentini sɛ ɔsa no ɛba na titiro pa ne mmoawa na yɛba yɛka ho asɛm H pylori no sɛ ɛba na sɛ ɛno na akɔ so that a ayɛ kɔ so perforation as a perforation na ayɛ kɔ so no ɛbɔ no bɔ no ntokuro ɛwɔ nsono no mu no sɛ wantu ase ntɛm a afei na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde ebia yɛde yɛkɔyɛ wɔ surgery anaa sɛ yɛnhu ne ntɛm so a doctor nhu ne ntɛm a then na wuwo mu ana wokɔ ɛfiri sɛ ɛba saa ebetumi amoa afi mogya wokɔ agya nan nso so a ɛyɛ hu mogya wɔ agya nan mu ɛba saa na ama mogya so ate na ama wo so nso ate enti saa hawa ahodoɔ wei no yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛduru hɔ nom no ɛno nti na wobɛhia haxa capsules haxa mixture na atumi aboa mu anya apɔmuden soronko na sɛ wokɔ na sɛ ebi a yɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ aduro no ebi a onidi ne bɔ no yɛ wo den a wode ka sɛ wopɛ ɔsa tamfo oka ɔsa tamfo a pharmacist na wɔ hɔ no ebehu na oyi aduro bi ama na watumi agye bi anom a ɛbɛma wo anya apɔmuden soronko na sɛ symptoms ahodoɔ ana sɛ wohu nsɛnkyerɛ ne ahodoɔ wi ɛwɔ wo yafunu mu ɛwɔ wo nipadua ne mu a tutumirika na gye haxa capsules ɛne haxa mixture sɛ ana mframa gyina woyam woyafunu mu ayɛ kusu afei ana woyam ne ankasa yɛ wo ya obi wɔ hɔ na sɛ wonya ndidi ya ayana ɛyɛ asɛm so odidi nso kora nso a ɛyɛ asɛm ɛnam sɛnea ne ɔsa no ɛsiti ayɛ no Philippines ankasa ɛwɔ ne yam afei ɛyɛ na obi bofono no ankasa sɛ apart from sɛ abofono no ɛyɛ na odidi nso a ne gyina no bɔ onya reflux aduane no ntumi ɛnkɔ yie ɛno akyi nso ɛyɛ na ne ti ankasa ɛpae no obi nso kora deɛ ɛnya halitosis ɛnam sɛ ɛmmoawa no ɛkɔ so anaasɛ H pylori no abɛtena nanum ne salava no mu nti no ayama mo na edidi koma atumi ama wanya halitosis enam se ne osa no eha no nti eno nti na yede aduru won so ye haxa capsules ene haxa mixture no aba se onso beji binom na entumi mo ama wanya apomeden sonko aya na obi achi ankasa ye ne ya ana ne mfe ewo wana ankasa enam se ne yafunu no mu no se ne osi Philippines ni nti na edisa oha ahodo eba so wo hu symptoms ahodo we nyina mabobɔ so a ɛho behia sɛ wobɛgye haxa capsules haxa mixture so wo hu mogya wo agya mu sɛ na medical kan ya obi wɔ no ano koko aduru bia sɛ wate din bia o man gan mu ano bi nanso stala onyanya apomden sla wo hu ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ osa no ɛyɛ mmoa no na ɛyɛ osa enti wobɛhia haxa capsules haxa mixture ɛyɛ aduru yɛ nombom yɛ nom baako engya baako sɛ ono baako gya baako a unya apomden a wohwehwɛ no nti ɛho behia sɛ wobɛnom aduru no mienu nyinaa bom na atumi aboa mu anya apomden nti sɛ wode akɔ pharmacist na wo so wopɛ ɔsa tamfo aduru haxa capsules ɛne haxa mixture no aduru ntafo na yɛ nom bom a atumi ma unya apomden soronko no sɛnea woyam ne sie wo ya ɔsa ne sitie bi a obo a ɛfono wɔ utia ɛpae wɔ afei ma wo fe nso ayɛ na mogya wom oyafunu mu ayekusu mframa gina woyam ema oyi mframa bone frequently eto so a wankasa wodwene ho a ente ase eno nti na obehia haxa capsules haxa mixture no na atumi ama wanya apomeden sonoko na ye kasa ebia na wotika mu ana se ba bia wo ufiri ho opesa ogie ye numbers no na wo frɛ na ye de adure bibro ana se pharmacy bia oboko Ghana bia no benya adure bia to okon so na se ebi enni ho nso so a ye delivery anti ni han se ebe deliver de ebrow then na wo nso wagye adure bia nom na atumi amu anya apomeden sonoko number no ye 0240 238310 0240 238310 and answer 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 numbers we na edidi dwuma so open dodo nso to atoma wo hia number we ya de mabbo ya no na abɛfrɛ na yɛde bi abro haxa capsules na haxa mixture aduro won so e wasa ogie aduro bi nom na utumi nya apomden sɛ aduro sɛ one treat wo osa na ɛde ɔha bɛba yɛkɔ ɔdɔmantim yi anase yɛwura ɔdɔmantim yɛnkyɛ ne bɛdi valentine ɛho bɛhia sɛ wobɛgye bia no wanya apomden so
yɛwura mu dada o
na
efiada ya de yɛdi valentine eti kɔpɛ haxa mixture ɛne capsules na nom
saa pɛpɛpɛ na agye bi nom na ntumi ma onya
in fact wonya ulcer men nom aduro yi eti na nanu me bisa sa question sɛ ulcer no wakɔ ya diagnose ampampa wanya bia wadura nie
mpacho saa no
edura ulcer tia na ne yam hye no
odwane gidigidi
ulcer tia no odimirika eye haxa mixture and the capsules but numbers ni bio na
numbers no 0240 23
solid
8310 0240 23 8310 and answer 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 Haxa capsules and then mesha also time for drone Brana beji bi nom na emawunya apomeden sonko osa no se edi mfie dodo sen bosome dodo sen na dodo sen bi edi bia no se wo de kana pa na anya apomeden sonko nti beji bi na so nya ahoden sonko da se ne ye besan ahia na no edi nkomo na afi ya beka osa ho aduro Haxa capsules and mesha no osa time for drone na so waji bia no ba bia wo bia no numbers na ya bobon eno an hia nti number na 0240 23 8310 Fred now also beji wadro nenom
bicycle is utna a tifri and say kwani dog me da say Haxa mixture capsules and wa and would do ni be boy no enche bia Dr. Godwin Akogan e betina say na ye ne din komo me mistake I am speaking into the future. Why Deputy Communications Officer NDC Emmanuel Kono but because of Class House Electronics was a Valentine Braba Tom no money be ne fam koche wo dofo wate said be ya efiade yo no embe ya de so wono so wo yire wukuru wunia be ma bi obusia panyi bi obi a woda wakoma so obasa wo dan odo adi bawura Class House Electronics say mobile phone say your washing machine gas cylinders tabletop fridges air conditioners and then keka ho a Class House Electronics from 059 8902908 059-890-2908. Ebusia kaine unu se Haxa make channel capsules no. Te said ye di kan no ko Kaichi Drug Lane and Repatch Ventures any hallow seba obenya bia to Medina the Cats Pharmacy to my Little George Health Shop El Community 2 and a Jucat Pharmacy or Kaswa at 24-bit conference 0240 238-310 and at 0203-822-855. Haxa make channel the capsules. Also time for no. A star 274 star 10 hash. Star 274 star 10 hash. 16,000 cities is up for grabs this Valentine. Come and let's celebrate love on Friday as we bring you the Valentine Power Jackpot right here on Power FM and TVXYZ. Meanwhile, much as you chat. What did you make on Friday? Yeah, Valentine's Day. Yeah, on Sabaka 16,000 Ghana cedis. Umpewe na pediye. Cause one dial is star 274 star 10 hash. Star 274 star 10 hash. Minsaka. Valentine special. Bamadi Moses Clinic and Emma Center. Something can say. And then you not say long cinnamon so. Edia dupa by your friend of Medi Moses garlic capsules. When you draw a buama apomodin some no quananim. When you draw a buama wadina a wawa pomno a gina swap. When you draw a sea yadia hokwine. When you draw a yifini kikawa edi fruwa pom emma wado. But the case in party about Boura, Medi Moses Clinic and Herbal Center. Yadia pia can't be out the urawa. Ofasa yadia in Pio. Say your prostate wants them. Say your passion common toye. Say your hypertension. Say your diabetes. Say your sciatica. Say your essay wants them. And your Medi Moses Clinic and Herbal Center. From 0244068447. Adenta barrier. One post station, you know, and the DNA. A year so than can see Ghana Highway Authority. Accra Ministries. A 1 hour. And Jake Kodo Yenny School for the Deaf no Nedi and we share Coco Loss and Marche. Kumasi dia Hinema Coco Bay from 0244 068447. Kabasi or Power 97.9, Power 979, Facebook Live. Mamifa went to Muzuna, Nehunu said Mega Cash. And my man for Winnie Big. Yet if you had your Sikangwan Yacho. Your Jessica Mega Cash. Where is Sikano Nikasium? 500,000 Ghana cedis. Eh, Sika won Sabet Maka. Dr. Abba. Dr. Gan. Dr. Tuo. Mega Cash. Oh, and once what dial star 426 star 5 hash. star 426 star 5 hash. E wa naka hodo beba begu otusu mu bia. Adaka bia bia sika wom. Eti chusu sisi star 426 star 5 hash. Mega cash. Lucky box. Wudiem. Ayana bushafo e dan ho abaye ba. Wa woni medical about Dr. Akogan din. Mom nyina mo friend Akogan. Me dia me friend no Dr. Godwin Akogan. I'm speaking into his future, which is very, very soon. To be a doctorate in the Obebo PhD no so be kura bi. Yeah, dan ho abaye ba ye onkomodi nkomo efa His Excellency John Mahama memu ho. Nkomo efa o my Ghana ye nyina ye nkan kon. Ye be se
So there's some look fast. Papa, me again. Let's go, Yale. We quite remember who hear me. Mentally upset my friend doctor when I'm crossing over. Share that for see what we swear. She has malaria. Malaria. Oh, what they say with the router? They copy the evidence. A drone a friend router next. Yeah, come on, let it draw. And running some Gaff trap and the draw Dwabo Ase. Dwabo Ase mixture abaso. Ruta natural products no ne Ruta mixture. Yeah, you could see a treat. Ruta tonic and the Ruta life wa. And who a feeling like the bunny if in the Nasa support immune system. Ruta de Obiase FDA at the drinking crack to yatu.
Tiasia no mene me kunu eware wo odro ene asumdwe kwanso ya ware na chi no mene kwacho ba hotel pop pebi say be sepeyo. What a team for so crown na maye bibia wo nyankopon sem ekoba ne san me kunu antina se
edro botum wajo eye edek SM bites
wa eni gia befi we na me de yem bible edek SM bites timase mama me
sa wa ware mu enije bewe wo paya na sa wumpam agrode ebaye akwana na ye kamfo edek SM bites Mrs. Wa oyem ye onyina monome no okọ one time edek SM bites where do ya mama hey oba wa fa yefunu ene oba oma ne ba enufu enumbi wo ye be ma na wonya 18 na untumi enum FDA adi edwadie nkatoi
Ghana, get ready to win big and live large with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's easy to play. Just dial star 426 star 5 hash on all networks. Follow the prompt, pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. It's that simple. Win massive up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Don't miss your chance. Players all over Ghana are winning now.
I won!
What are you waiting for? Dial star 426 star 5 hash or visit www.megacashluckybox.com and play on our web portal. The minimum to play is 5 Ghana cedis. Your lucky box could be holding that big cash prize. Mega Cash Lucky Box. Dial star 426 star 5 hash and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Remember, terms and conditions apply and is annually approved on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Nana Kwame, me taxi driver. Na enkane na misisi. Eso misisi ama kame na to na twetwe. Binya 3p garlic misano. Aboa me pa. Edunu ata miracle bi wo adunu. Chese mafunu kra se di sia twini anka se me humi esisu. Se me humi ana esisu. Obeka se di bibi hye me so bi no. Ni na ye normal. Ni ti ni bi fi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni. Na edunu anka se de nyankopon di ayi bi ahodi se ma yi bi nya sam ketwa ana se we de me flower card so na. Me fa nche me nkwana.
Me de abe. Fa 3 years ni. Ana ase me gina wa me na mu sisinya se me kwa me we dia me ko bia mu so much me dru. Da be 6 years ni o. Tema sisi am me imagine say ene me jaina nti saayale ne nku me preko. Ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni. Tema me kase nku pe no yam say ende ya me no kase. Me wa to me a me din wa me ntiase.
3P garlic mixture. Ubenya bi wo man pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e 024-89-288-24 and 020-100-002.
If I shop, I'm not sure you're bad.
Brother, and not so good.
Not only about Michelle and see about Queen, why you say?
Bra, said your time about Mister. It's your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, no, this is offending now.
Bra, some make us a midi time about Mr. Juan Dancia. We are singing now about Temenka. 87 malaria, red granny time about Mister.
And you go, dear, no more to I want to meet any deal. What granny time about Mister? A drink and your ma or bar waffle through. Dear, one mark for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and some of the time about Mr. Draven. Shasa wako hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
Kayo sa time near TIME. Time about Mister. I feel malaria fever be than is Ziba a woman. Ever slap. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a name. FDA Aji a judging cratway at all.
Dwabo Ase Opa 97.9 TVXYZ Solag Natural Clinic Wokoko Mlemle Oben Harvard Senior High School Anope Mekanvama Ko yade bi account bi afako from kidney to fertility problems, liver problems, insomnia, prostate issues. Fako dying Dr. Solomon Apiekovi. Accra Koko Mlemle Oben Harvard Senior High School from 055 393 32631 055 932631 Solak Natural Clinic also quality first. I was here if you say menu hey note maybe my friend Dr. Godwin Akogan maybe my friend sir what do na friend Godwin Akogan Deputy Communications Officer Emma NDC Amanyuku no and come shop back and the meaning in Temasem Minkah no radio issue amonte
Eza.
Yes, about for Obuka is doing a hell of a check your level to say.
Vim no ha. Oh, sir. Oh, and Vim no so.
It was your be no say Ezu.
Obeso her response we say prior to campaign and I say asasana. Oh, okay. But Kwame, there's been a report.
Sure.
And the report says the 1 month of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
The people of Ghana are still satisfied and their expectations are being met.
Satisfaction. What can Global Info Analytics report?
Exactly.
And normal hold on why 1 month. Now.
Yes. And if with the info analytics looking at NMI promise here, deadlines are set here and the air cost. I think it's been recorded as unprecedented.
Okay.
And looking at the speed with which Nyame Adomechna kwakoto abaso so EDA Council of State.
That's right.
It should tell you that this is a government in a hurry.
In a hurry.
And you can also add to say because of appointments you can only do it when you have a Council of State because they must advise you and accept it before they can
work and at the end to her speed the year it should tell you say by the next 3 months na be a level no people will see
is that your way
of the vote.
Council of State the year boss so I can say positions in where was say in your Council of State for answer na yetime you know is that your way of admitting say aban yem from so wabra we governor of the Bank of Ghana
there be
wabra Council of State
there be you see say all the green letters are about you say acting now parties will be at the end acting and if you are a government friend is saying unim say enema wasudie no edoso anybody who is given a green letter and as a man of acting position you cannot take effect it cannot take effect immediately however it gives you the opportunity to understand the system as it is. Officials also they are comfortable opening up to you because Omunim says a Council of State
yeah.
So it gives you the opportunity to ask the questions, find out where they are, and build it tied up to a promise Ghana for say about
that's right.
That is why the Council of States eba omuwe no officially no ya can say we governor for Bank of Ghana from Swabia enim. However, it gives the person the opportunity say obeye ne niema yie se na be ya gini tuma na Americano nyafe na ye ba be yesa enema no background checks na
so something was here said your Bank of Ghana tibia CTS abri no e ho be hia say nia woda makoma so say obeba be ye governor no ebe ko hontem
exactly
said be o say ye biansi
exactly nya o say ye ne nko a he enema bebre wo ho a se obi anase obi communicate amawa or communicate in a way bi a wo yem kra nkohyew because the reality of the ground on the ground no e bi e ka kire wa bembebu kra o Ghana ho ena nyema bi so ho a e investment driven inti oko kan bibi boni bi awo wo economy ho ana say bi some state institution bi ho ana de one de nisika eba be hyem e wo ha inti nyema ba abonten bebre wo ho a uhunu especially abandada ya wetwum ekoi name amna ometututu ato ho a ye ka said ni na eto abonten kra wan hwe kra you say you are folding your arms or you are leaving Ghana or but we believe say we can be able to achieve it into we are trying as much as possible say people who are in an acting position will go there and study the systems, see the reality of the day, do recommendations, and then also ensure say budgets yebabe kind of friend is match will take to cognizance the reality on the ground, puts everything in perspective. Senabia the budget a budget so said it's a budget that's going to turn things around. That is why these things are happening. Nyamiya Aduma China so your friends abani wieni ye Council of State no so master to omeduma in the next week then we clear all those people and then they begin work.
Interesting. And talk about 30 days achievements and I know na many obrempo ye brubru biswa okay can be also comments abani by we commence a discussion with key stakeholders to restore peace in Boko, constituted committee to set up the gold board, formed an 8-member education forum planning committee to submit report and plan in 2 weeks. Formed the economic dialogue planning committee to plan and engage necessary stakeholders to revive the economy. Set up a tripartite committee to negotiate and determine minimum wage. Maybe so me dempa I mama ni ji na fe sanso mama re hoye IGP shy share say near a year 2020 and 2024 about one and names when nipa watwe ewu 2020 no na ebi mu so prepare hwe mo kwa 2024 no genye hwehwemu and what kind of green letter na ye de koma IGP na president in the state emphatically clear.
The number of days are on fire report.
Number of days and beyond that the last paragraph na Mr. last paragraph when name de pa what catch IGP say abri bia no or say to maintain public trust and ensure transparency, we kindly request periodic updates on the progress of the investigation. This will help to keep stakeholders informed and assure the public of your commitment to uncovering the truth. So when you born a man here,
you see, I'm say, IGP. I'm so kahumbi na ya miti radio na enkrofo ebo no kwedu bebrebe enkrofo ka say watena ho ache ena ade no. This a clear directive.
Yeah.
And we so enye bibia meka say eye wade foforo. As an IGP, this thing that you are going to investigate and as ya show say investigating about your money, you know.
Yeah.
It happened in 2020. Na party say na 2025 there na say 5 years and they me. Into anka getting these informations should be at your friends fingertips. Because adiesi say yan direct okra no, you must be able to know say adie esi ewo Bono East region. ABC wodododio. Who was the commander at that time? Commanders mu nyina mo fam report emreme. And this should be on the tables or the desks of these commanders.
Yeah.
Because BBCBR no more intelligent report, more so action for investigating your mood investigations they could do.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say I'm compiling everything and hand it over to the president as he stipulated. However, President let us also say woni Ghana for nim komo na akwentu a wotunya periodically no magana for ehunu bebia odiedu.
That's right.
It is simply put, Ebia, on the 14th of January, I have sent a letter to all the commanders in these 9 districts. I am awaiting report.
Yeah.
Wama Ghana for whom bebia wedru. Ebia also, the report also followed up on the 20th of January.
Yeah.
All of them have sent their report to us. We are compiling it. We are doing a further investigations and all that. ABRC 28th of January, we have spoken to the families of the deceased. We have done A, B, C, D, and all that. And do an a letter no etre.
But IGP awuti sa wo chikele wele kra wo twa
Nanka camera is in the sui.
And na we ye dey ma.
Exactly. Sure. That is why I'll use this opportunity to tell all my brothers and sisters who have been appointed today and those who will be appointed tomorrow. Sure. Bibi anywhere efo say wo ba besi obi a wan mobra anemu. Efo pa. Because any plus be obey be no people appreciate it. But after a while, after no, you cannot go back. The MPP for a year, no. BBCBI, yes, and a previous government for 8 years, yes, a previous government. And then, Ubetumiaka previous government because we are just in office for about a month.
Yeah.
Ubetumiaka. But if you are a manager, a director, a CEO, a PRO, you whoever you are and wherever you have been appointed to, after 6 months, after a year, if you still go back and tell me, say, previous government, Ghana for you.
No, but listen to the arrowhead, President Mahama.
Exactly.
How often now to say
thank you
previous government
can be that.
Can be done.
Even at a point, or supply rice to schools.
That's right.
Okay, so rice when in imported by na he never to credit and all those.
Or
things.
even a swipe.
Or even a swipe. There be governance is serious business. So it means we cannot go back and say na previous government. IGP you know when who say F ed.
Oh sir.
Ain't no na ode your friend say fanfare and a room. Baby obedrubia no osa or chikele wele 31st on nam sorry prophet or chichiom enade. And then he thought he was setting a path. And then one kasa wo administration is being called to your friend is saying account. And then where are the cameras? Because you came in with a clean sheet to say, Bia, you want to see say people should not be afraid of police and all those things. Sometimes no man quite school for left. Now only school for today, why are you hiding? Because Wababe, you have connived with a bad administration to do bad policing.
But what about the government abiding way? I mean, somebody should be seen to be monitoring and evaluating.
Exactly. Evaluations do happen. Every organization, everything that you do without monitoring and evaluation, you are dead. Who say a sana wu chano achi anasa saying. But you see, Yaman a deadline this also. We are waiting for what will happen with the deadline, because what he is doing shows to say he's not credible enough to let the people of Ghana know every step on the way.
That's right.
And no am I in question mark, because you want near maybe you Ghana for abisa. For instance, a mommy and say and say we know where they are doing well and all those things. Some of these assurances, parents were happy. There was jubilation at Takrady when that thing happened. And then Nkrofo ewu. Yatu aba for the first time you shoot Nkrofo kunkum wonom. Omo parents, omo akoma e wo soro. Ye ka se wonu obi ntu anamo a eye arehyiemu a obema saafo no. Say bibi ebefri mu aba. Not just the compensation. Obi ohwo a opese perpetrators no ye twe omo aso keke. Because ne ba aka baby no some as young as 10. Because baby a polling station is no say you be school ho a you be asore ho. And now say you be fiechi. And so you cannot prevent this akwada ntwemu and na de need to na akoka akwada. Need the right to even vote. Mukuno. You can't bring no investigation can bring the child back. But the perpetrators you punish you more. Ebia enipa krona waka baby ne kra no she will stop turning in her grave. And as a parent no kra benya satisfaction be say e chine bi no yemfa nko yo biba. That is all we are looking for. And if you fail to even take us through it, give friends and families assurances, talk to the nation for us to know say we are in this together. Now if you dodgy now patron say you played a role in it or you have something to hide.
But again, I insist, president directive and the way you treating is it not an indication of administration? For instance,
you cannot.
Mama, another example. Ghana National Fire Service. Your directive almost say surveillance and control our major markets. What do you say? And we be Bwama ebia eja no elkoso yet me di hodwuma. And we just start to
yes. In as much as I agree with you,
yes.
Let's also wait for the report from the fire service. Ebia ejana atomu no surveillance no ebe kire yen say it happened at this time because asumesi waha ya arrest no we are suspicious of him causing, or the surveillance will tell us it was just an electric fault that friend is saying obi bibi. Surveillance doesn't mean say be preventing. No. It means you can be able to tell us say near esinie.
But surveillance should to be prevented.
Exactly, disaster. It does. Because if you are your friend is saying you have people there who are that surveying, or you have cameras and all those things, you can even stop it. You can even quench it even before.
So that's my point.
That is it. But until so the report actually say maybe by the cause of somebody who has lighted fire or be a wajan gas so and as electrical, you can't say someone nyoma. And run the see. Fire service will come to say because it was electrical, but to me answer non term in a way it doesn't mean say they have not respected the abaya and ABB.
Or they say what about MP before now? Omudazugu state institutions I would run away. And also
you see
you
see and I say I think on Friday SIC boss
into me
and you know
and for
there be anya jenim
ayentumi
na o say on makwan ene wa hand you over e dey amajenim boaten there are a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes.
Na come here.
You see, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama have decided, say, Oma white paper, not just a green paper be the HRE. What you say? If you are sacked today, tomorrow we appoint somebody to come and act and all those, and that has been the sequence. And you see, you cannot appoint. The law also says, and as a guiding principle, say your board communication minister in a deputy, and some agencies are a wasiano. Yeah, form because sometimes they would also have an input with the person who is going there and all that. Into no say you're more interior minister, you inverte transport and idea. That sector no will have its challenge with removing them and all those because who removing us in Pakra or Bano. But let me tell you something for a fact. 90% of them are hanging on. Omankasa, Omaye, Omwe. Bank of Ghana, appointed deputy. The deputy no edin resignation letter. Akoma Omampeni. Most of them have done it. Most of them has done the handing over. They are waiting. Tama yebo lotteries. Sami Oku and Salam. I'm handing over quickly. Exactly. So that is how people must. I was at NSS when Felix and Ruth were taken over from the previous administration. Both parties were there. They handed over beautifully and all that. And that is what is going to happen in all institutions. Kwame, Yado Eko, your friend is a Minerals Commission.
Yes.
Say Udru, Minerals Commissioner. The person who is at Minerals Commission will hand over to you. There's no vacancy that has been created and all that. Intino, your mom pie say appointment no ebeban tentem se ban tentem anete so almost on be contentem se na be on be hand over peacefully and beautifully. But Minerals Commissioner akona me ye and I'm my current term do yes o ko deputy o
oh really but Minerals Commission one I can want some and kofo ya no more that omo so
and I make sure say
yes
ene say ye bo boss din ne ka say Deputy Minerals Commission Kwame Minkah. Now, Drew, then they hand over to you. You take charge. That is it.
No, but the perception of people holding say, it's an indication. Say, look, I'm from the crowd. You bet matter easy.
And you're correct. So all this boards, no, you go board, no. You can't take any major decision without a board approval. But what I say, so board na ode bibi bekwa to nenim no you go board no, so you can't do thing. That is what our people should know and have that confidence in John Dramani Mahama. What you say ka board e wo ho and na your friends chief executive so e wo ho they can take some decisions, board decisions that you ba abemu and say ni pafoforo be take you over krana untumi ensa.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
But the boards are not there. In the said, yeah, ebia uti ekonya so but ye twitwa oho nyina until usi hokwa friends being there for the next person to come and take over and all that.
So kwan ben so na mo fa so manage expectations ebufuo. I mean what should you see what Simon honorable next no gbe ba abonten because amafo nya abotre matese onua Mustafa Bande Deputy Director of Operations, Presidency, also about Bontain, Abagas Amafo Nyabotre, Nano and Shamima Edin Komoka, the same thing, and then was sense Subio. A dina, and we are Casao, Yakan Casa, a dina more ya, Yadi and Ibe who say, I'm Pampa, more Shama Manfo, I'm managing more expectations. Said about before the buffer because a bit was a bit more bird ya by now.
Kwame, no cry woman is a Professor Mills Abreso, deputy ministers, some of them were appointed in March, some in June. Appointment will be a course, so but for in September and all that. No crane say because of the speed John Dramani Mahama aircon. That is what is causing all these things. Not because we are doing anything wrong, but speed John Dramani Mahama aircon. Some people don't even believe, say, it's just 1 month.
Yeah.
7th of February, and a year 1 month.
That's right.
And a 10th.
Yeah.
So people are just eager. I was in a meeting, na argument be koso. And because say, hey, your colleagues be a appoint to a mono. Bosumi aso January, February, you remember John first pay. Yeah, higher day. And they argue and adhere. That's people's a. But we forget to say, President Kufuor, it took him over a year.
Wow.
To finish his appointments. Yes. It took him over a year.
And the agencies
not there over a year.
Wow.
Answer na. But because Nyamia ye adom, John Dramani Mahama is not new to the system. So something that took somebody a year might take him 3 months to complete. We have a journey ahead. Sometimes we social media. Ni abo ena asumesi ye pese ye ti odin ye nya hu ena nkrofo so fa ho na ye bompa ye ma gina phone ne so Yesu Kristo din mu metwe John Dramani Mahama dwene ba wo so be bo din ne chese asofo no so de omo ha gimu na se na be ya ye bo din na ye se yen ye fra wo ne bompa ye ma ye hye nkom twe John Dramani Mahama you tin the wudi ko se na no na. You understand? Almost so friends prophetic engineers. Almost so must start yeah adwuma there because onim say Kwame oti here den abenya position. Mugabe ubenya position. Akoga na den abenya position. One eleke ubenya position. I said doing keti abenya position.
To permutation.
To permutation.
Wow.
And not in pipe name now we are praying for you. We are doing this for you. We are doing this for you.
Maybe a real one.
Maybe say ye kwako ye second Quran kra any like the Islamic prayers na there. You understand? But it is because we have got a leader, a president who have been there before, unprecedented. And he knows the terrain, he knows what he's doing. And nunama sa agitation ebe. Meanwhile, social media, the first 7 constituencies that gave a lot of votes to John Dramani Mahama, Adenta, Ashiama, Amasama. They mentioned about 7 constituencies. John Mahama the highest vote, but their MPs have not been appointed anywhere and all that. Yako campaign. Minu nyina aka say, yepe 60 ministers. That 60 ministers, must have a gender balance. That 60 ministers must have religious, friend say religious, regional balance.
Yeah.
It will use all these balances every move. Now, also 16 ministers, regional ministers every month.
Yeah.
Akahi. So it is not possible say ministers no yenina yebenyabi. However, there are other appointments like boards, agencies, and all those things that will come. You see, the moment we begin to do this, obi ye bibi emma miyemu sheme. Se oshe panela ene ye ko radio ene ye me de to abonten no me sister baako or ye women organizer for Kaikwe South ya Bruce Lee oshe list ni mo say inti ene Monday is only one lady pe ena mo deploy no
wow
edene ko ye friend say Grace Ayensu for Metro.
That's right.
Ye na aka nyina ye ba radio ayemema madwene ama ho ana me ka say we dey ya Bruce Lee wasem ewo. There was a day last week and also so say but all the people that you sent is only 70% Muslims.
Yeah. O point to say.
Me point to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you are working and your friends say mandates, you say do from parliament. Parliament, I think that is 50% from parliament. If I'm right, 50% from parliament. Into the other 50, you must do gender balance.
Yeah.
You must do regional balance.
Yeah.
Into your fine materials be you can't use them because a beer region hono ye chusu mienu bi deda and I say chusu baako bi e wo deda region mienu bi ho a ye nhwe omo gender ye nhwe omo ye consider wonom. So these are the only hectic job of this. Ebia Kwame, I want you to be your friend is saying finance minister e bi ankrofo ankom wo nimdie Ashanti region for be 5 but obanim inti say me drop bi na me kope oba ebe replace mu. So these are some of the difficulties of it. Inti ne besre na sa pressure from ankrofo and me
but level I drew say I tried the ball to Kwame.
There be na me ruby.
Oh, to Kwame so pa. Oh, to Kwapa. I tried the ball in on corner. Based on amount for perception about appointment. I mean, even to the sense that MMDC is the equal say well.
MMDC no. Say MMDC is na mostly year boy one.
That's right.
Different. Because me who say about appointing minister now say your friend is saying CEOs not trade boy ebeba because the authorities in Accra and one and was already
where MMDC
exactly that is different
because secretary name because organizer
because let me admit say Nkrofo omo apply for MMDCs. Baby Bekun say nipa 17. I think the lowest I've seen is 10. The directive say monfa nipa miensa embra. And problem ewo ho say obi ohwa na our interest. People are also alleging say no bi agimi sika. Organizer ka say menfa 5,000 emra. No be making sure say me MC. Obi so say there be a treasurer energy sika say me so obey me say enade if there's mistrust no be nim say be mama assume sika na say mama assume sika ade no so buy me din enima e be o say family sika mama ya na say wada adam ya na bibia etisa if that is it that is fine. However, yes answer my opportunity say obia ye converting obia converting vetting so nipa 10. And it is so. For instance, in Greater Accra, me call her twice. I witnessed what happened there. Panel nipa 10. Obetina ho. Almost share appearance, almost share your ability, and I say your knowledge about the sector, MMDC. So what the friend is saying,
local governance,
local government, and even your experience in the party, how long you have served in the party. Yes, you nema bibri. Into be a nitali card, ewonenim. Into be a buy na be appearance. 1/6. It be your knowledge about this thing. 1/2. Party contribution 1/say. Tie we ani pattern ni nyina na equality. Into one mem. But obi o say na we no mpema 17 we media free enade. In fact, if 17 people are doing something yes nipa 3 penny ye de beba. Obviously,
but how are you managing these infightings?
And the truth is that minim crowd that say infighting be say aba. The only thing that the problem that we had was Greater Accra and no crowd here. Net say tally processes on issues be aba ya national council be take over. So everybody should get relaxed. Me who say regional secretary and a regional chairman and as a regional organizer and as a communication akontokwa and as omaye bibia etesa. If you omomo the Accra no matured level things didn't go right. National abim it settles it.
Yeah.
But what you say, Inti Santokoya, we are going to Ashanti region. And no how to say before fresh house here. I'll not tell you. Before be shas. But sometimes they had their own issues during the campaign. What you say, and after the campaign, listen, people have an ambition, especially in constituencies be or Nanka, people thought to say it's not a winnable seat and all those things. When they are going to elections, sometimes they go with a half strength, and now because only I had a maybe me pay DC into me yi me nim say me pay say me di party anymore because me say me lose anyway. Into me lose and I'm da kwakwa bargaining chip and all those things. Into who say one for effort so one shame now say okako pray for DC na bia sika de ma okra when you sue and find your campaign there. People react differently. Into no, that is what I believe say if it's about fighting on MMDCs and idea the before SH it be a fresh promise be so SH na idea na ama way about but not because the party has an issue in those constituencies.
Very well. You go operation recover all the loot. Now, undercurrent, you know, be a gold in Sika Hoodwe, ya kwache, I mean, national security for a kwache, warehouse be. My question based on that, no, and it's a way, am I agreeing, be say, His Excellency John Mahama Bino, then Yabriam Pampa, say, Yesika be a Kodi Babiano, or Beja Mayana. And on the operation recover all the loot, me kind Daniel Yao Domelevo, the Facebook wall. Watch the report will be presented today. If you know, you know. For God and Ghana, no fear or favor. Daniel Yao Domelevo, member of the oral team.
In fact, Mamena Ghana for us, the level of tip-offs are Omodiama are buying way through the oral team. They are very revealing. But before I remember oral, Eddie and also no, go that Yakochi and a Sapeman. Sapeman. There's two things that I would caution on. And make information be said, yes, it's kind of cry. Any good in a fake.
Yes, I know Monka. But video no switch be before. Show video no why.
That is why I am saying that we will not countenance.
Say fake no.
We will not countenance some of the things that will happen. Container aya park is here they call amanone. Hey. Now why would somebody obibecha Ghana cedis fake? Na odiako amanone.
Wow.
Dubai yedi Ghana cedis wo ho.
No there.
UK yedi Ghana cedis wo ho.
There be.
So how will you tell me say ye twa Ghana cedis ye de ko amanone ye fake? Ya wo Ghana President Kufu Abreso and ye chi cocaine. And a police for after 3 days on make say oh say anya cocaine kra na ye kokonte.
Ghana here.
President Kufu Abreso.
Yeah,
we will not sit down for somebody to tack His Excellency John Dramani Mahama with that. And I'm happy say Echina Enra place one and a police for Ekaye. How can you tell me say Sikawe a fake? How can you tell me say go that Eguwe a your friend is saying fake? How can you tell me?
Wow.
Ain't the police CID for investigators, no? We wouldn't be taking the stories from them. And that one, I will assure them. And secondly, with the contribution and the Obiababema tip-off. Now, what the tip-off, no, Eddie? Now, we follow Ako venue.
With the cameras.
Eddie Wechi Ako.
Yeah.
In fact, Wako who say Eyanokre. Nene pakro ma tip-off, no. We say, unim, and yes, and pakro amaudin.
Yeah.
We say a friend Alaji.
As in, near, we are ringleader.
A friend Alaji.
Opemunankasano.
Alaji ya untumi enchire me say ye friend no Alaji Mustafa. Anase Alaji Seidu. Anase Alaji Akugan. When to me enhu eno anka ho. Because the basic thing anka obi to me ayepo ni say baby a ade no esi no. Obi to me e the site plan anase obi to me apeke GPS location. E the akọ lands commission. Akwa say assassin no cry hwan dia.
That's right.
Na ya mouth tip of brilliant say we di echire aba. Nipa 4 omye ringleaders. Uni mo bi edi edi oni mi e Alaji. Conspiracy wey dey wan hwe na police dampare. Wan hwe na e kwan de da ho kakra.
Unyini say dra no moto. Ebia o de twenam. Ebia omo person mo yes ade hwinkofo bi beka hwana.
There be se utumi ebo nipa kro ne din. Ni achie nipa kro na e na unya enkrofo a omo ka ho. But if we want kasa o pretend say eni me nipa kro no na Alaji amu Ghana de omo mro 4,000. Omo nu 4 million kra. Alaji for Ghana.
True.
So what are you telling us? So sa katasumu mu so this is a different era. So this is an era that we want to reset Ghana.
So Interior Minister must be interested.
Oh, definitely. And in fact, he'll be interested. And I am sure by the close of day today, no two ways about that. And that is how His Excellency John Dramani Mahama opese on the Ghana for Ituanamon. Bibi Ebeba will see the people behind it and all that. A facility like this, Untumin country security man and nano, who will bring gold containers and all those things.
Oh, one would dine about one security fund.
So me catch them say Obia anywhere and I say went to me and Kwankwachi Obia ewo. Come on.
It's when no dear and come for operation recover all the loot. And also Alaji to me.
Alaji Asem. And I'm happy with the comment on the Facebook page of Domelevu. Also a normal day call. And then Adeba Akwa me who say MPP for Esropa oral. Imagine the vetting that was that went on in Parliament. Everybody had a problem with anybody.
Was it a problem or concern?
It's a problem. What concerns do they have? So a problem and fear.
Some more encophobia and some mushisha.
Exactly.
I say fromo.
Yes. And yes, a process had be fremuno. Oral. Operation recover all loot. Ohoni de befa. What han saying? Yes, it's a utrimu fire. Inti amwankum. Inti say obi be friend oralo, obe friend no CIDO, obe friend no Attorney General Department, obe friend hio. Meti hey, mitrimu fire and hame. Echina me kwatena office bi. Ni ase me me power so. Na me koye your friends control fie akokora echeche enkrofo area enu ne ka say ye ba be investigation me yembesebe ene because ye did Dr. Esiama Eco Bank of Ghana another fear of your friend is saying NPP and Esiama dey ntumi nyini ntumo and ye nyamfa ni ma woni for vetting ye nyini ntumo ye de ne ko your friend is saying asendibia ye de ne ko
for no ho
wasam ne den wona wo accusing it wrongly and now de no ko dina court for 8 years when to me nya justice
mobile mo so man to asam no so
because insem hunu yense adaje wo
etiri nyina yense hunu
yensem hunu
ye ma clear nyina
yensem hunu
omo from clearing agent
openi he mami ke bi ntro the justification of previous rulings ewo ho. A typical example is a friend is saying Dr. Puni muna mode Dr. Puni akoko general court mode ne call court ya muenya your friend is say mo ntumi am prosecute no amani pakra odi asem no speedily oko your friend is saying ne pension mo man extension 2 years because unim say obi obebe bia obesha case na se because a criminal case and awoye no and ntumi man 2 years council kontumi jeli opuni oye ya musa man promotion and adie at the end of the day when to me jeli no and 2 years na mo de ka ho no and also so ese ye shiguye when to me anye and musa so de ma enipa foforo and no say per doctor egumanim ena ade no se me ana me ba betena so a ese se me case no ase e wo mram onfom hwe ena oye sa ruling no oye sa ruling de na kufa do yeye opamo no e koye appeal se enye case no free ni nsam yemfa ma justice foforo no entoa asem ne so ampeni ampa munya de mope ene ye ka say yanji case we enfa ma judge foforo say judge no ye judge that you are comfortable with or all those things me enfa me ho nye we metri asema me nim de mo ye omu judiciary ho ne de mo akaka ktre akakagu judges asumu enfa me ho ono so betena asemi ho kokwasa sa yenkoyemra sa wentumi enya bibie nyina so emu papa no fo na yen a yenim se papa yi bibie ni ne ho eye witch hunting no na ya sanso ni na akwakodina court se ye se Ghana sika ewo ho sika omoka kire se omahwere for this 8 years a omodo opuni ejina court se sika no esompo ten sika ye say
etikamo to aso ha keka ne bebo ana
anke ka ne bebo. Secondly, sika mo say opuni aboga na ka no eka mo de sika mo de prosecute no kra no edoso echen eka mo say wabo. And in fact
basaka mo to aso
na say anka omopo and say ye mo course ye dum ko dina causing financial loss to the state
basaka mo to aso
because also be aboka 1 cedi na wo be say 5 cedis e dey retrieve 1 cedi so wadwene enya wadwene na enya adwuma na tsa brobi e na pese obo and I say for political mischief say enchi obi entum so why bonu onye bonu ye nchi ntum keke ni enyina so enkoka say ene enisi for eyeyi nti e be sa Ghana for sika nyina de akwakọ investigation akoye bibia na we will do it 8 years montuma anya hwe na e ba be say adaje e was as
so it is in that same spirit na omode kasa e dey for ora you
exactly
the fear of the unknown
makes it say adia MPP for esuro kese eye Dr. Siama eye oral and ye majority in parliament. That's the fear of the MPP today. Headache eye safu
e dey na wo oral ni ma wo so muso
oral emma yen akwanya bebre ye be use all other ways to investigate you. Make all other ways ye wo enema bi o ho so bi kwa investigation you bet me use procedural a year to hinder investigations and use the courts and all those things. Oral will use orthodox and unorthodox ways of investigating,
including drone and
including BBR, including asking stupid questions at vetting committee. You'll be exposed for the land that you bought. That is oral. That was the shock of your friend is saying Apenyomakins.
Wow.
Because we told him in the face, as I say, Wakakoto for 99 years. Abayansa as a cranium for 99 years.
But they didn't think
and fraud.
The readiness to answer any question.
Oh, come
any property
come renew the obey to me, Aka. Because your life, you didn't prepare for that answer. And you actually say, why are they go? What you say? And fraud vitiates everything.
That's right.
The fact is, say, why be fraudulent in the cry? I don't know if you say because Abaya Sase, what to Abro Sokra, I think it is 55 years or say 45 years, and that's auto Abansa for it to revert
99 years there,
Debbie. Until I didn't know the idea 99 years. That's what could you bribe be a baby. And I say, well, you have connived with your friend is saying people at the Lands Commission to do that for you. Into say investigation be I'm ready to a year. We are lawyer ni. So you should have known. Say 99 years ya wo pre no enimrem. But when him say MPC there, that scratch my back, so I deal with it. You better so the. But we have told you say we are resetting Ghana. And coming for somebody from the oral team, Okoje to a black one. We are not joking.
It's the extent ben amode beko. I mean wabra omode Obama ne bo e koma mampenyi John Dramani Mahama. After that the ni besi.
Kwame, watch what happens when and follow the statement from the oral team today and follow the response from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. They made to me a car. No. I will never go ahead of my president or my ministers.
But based on the winning, no,
yes,
it didn't be free maba.
Kwame never be free maba. And in fact, as we speak to you now, and Crawford started a patcho.
Kwame
and Crawford started say properties require pay you mudi monsa fa.
Kwame,
Bubodi Kwame. Oh, say I yakobo 10 we boy.
Akaka.
10.
Bubu akan sima ben.
Kwame, susununu o listeners. Oh ya mama swa yo modado.
Ebi mo patcho.
Kwame, and Crawford patcho.
Amode
patcho pa.
Mode o boni acho mo ana.
Wo say.
Mi bisa.
Wo say.
Mode boni na che.
yɛntwɛn reporters no yɛntwɛn ɛnɛ ɔmo reporter ɔmo de kwakɔma ɔmo ampani ne ɔmo document ne yɛntwɛn.
But what tie dɔmɔlevo a wɔsɛ ebi mu yam hyehyɛ ɔmo.
Kwame
ebesi
Kwame sɛ obi ɛde bidie egu gold so ɛde egu dollars so ɛde cement gold ahyehyɛ cement mu ɔde kɔ amanone a ɛnra ada edi no. It didn't just come. People report issues, and based on that, we follow it up.
But you see, like Dodge, United States of America, a follow oral principle, unorthodox means of investigating. Bibi omususu say, money be a or minor. One more face a lot of pushbacks from Democrats, America. Pushbacks need to say, I didn't won't follow procedure. Now the Ura has say. Now the same thing should they see on my Ghana. Sa pushbacks when you say bet medru and pempen so be a better thing. Say ora jumano a bet me de and fasudi papa na
Kwame, you see sometimes processes and my information be hide processes and some delays be need technicalities be ebem. Okay. Yes, say obi eba ufie na oba be ye bone ukum nipa wa Ghana ya do betum for life and as be kum bi but se nipa intrude eba na ukuna o man eba wa baso ama nipa bone for eso ate wa Ghana nti ora ebe man nipa bone for so ate wa Ghana. Kwame Minkah studio no me catch us me hu ade bi o Facebook na me person ka me kan answer me free ha.
Yes.
And say na me cameraman aba be gina me chi a
ebo na ni prepare achro.
Wan hwe ya no be so o chere say Jacob hotel.
Abokra wi ara no. Okay.
Kayo ji. Ezi Kwame.
Yeah.
Me hu ade bi o social media and in fact this month is a month of love. I have been married for 17 years.
Oh, cool.
Wow. And I can tell you that I am still not experienced when it comes to marriage because from one of the things that I always pray against is a divorce. Because if it doesn't affect you, it will affect Nkwada. Intiene me hu say Apostle Solomon Oduro. One Charlotte Oduro. Reverend Counselor Charlotte Oduro. Or my warrior no. I think say problem abem.
Okay.
Based on it, Nkrofo akasa on social media against counseling and all that. Say counseling if counselor can divorce and all those things.
And a counselor
you see. And secondly, and a software na weja warrior and all that. Oh. I am saying this to tell people that we are first human. And some nipa eka ewo radio so any TV so any social media. Let's reduce it. Bibia to me to obia and nuntina say oh yeah edumani kra wo the best of expertise edru babia you say munko refresher course because new things are happening and you must also know and understand the trend of all those things. Pastors you nipa periodically counseling. So a counselor can also need counseling from a different person.
Yeah. They said the doctor should be here,
doctor be
medical
doctor. Exactly. And some things can happen.
Yeah.
Na ama nipemu atete and as people will go their separate ways. When it happens, bibiya bompaye ma wono.
Na manfo enware ye toto bobo.
Exactly.
So,
mema we so emu abrantie bia bemu enka se aware kra useless
ma no zu ko ware akakra
ye na ekokumasi akwakoja no o se tafo ana ase so ame
tafo asokwa
ye nyina beko akwakota emachi
edi se we buda
memma emu enye imakwa na yeka and this one I'm passionate about every youth in Ghana obi a hwe Bible eka say one will pull 1,000 but two will put 10,000.
That's right.
Some of the things that you'll be able to achieve as a single person, if you are married, you can double your speed. And adiba akoswa say yeto yebo ase ne ka ewo ho. Any people who say nyame eyiwe amame. So ka say nyame eyiwe amawa eye mistake. Because say nyame eyini mawa eye den na divorce eba. We make decisions. We choose what we want. And notice and from so eba yenyi nyame enfrim. Nyankopon po e kire wo say memfrim pade ni a o ka kire Adam say Eve ni no. Adam ehun no de o kan ye say this is the flesh of my flesh, the bone of my bone, and all that. Nyame ne ka share na no. Ono no ka ye no choose ye no endorse ye. Until once we are human beings, sometimes in our marriages, let's know that things become difficult. Let's take a break. Let's have counseling. Let's take a vacation. Let's do things. Senebeya. Sometimes ohia any anhochre ene ma yentumi enchre do yen take vacations and na de ohia ne anhochre. However, sentowa da. Don't sit on social media and accuse people. Because what they have gone through, I am very happy say bibia ma bontin be ka say bia and oba we are misi anase be man misi anase say whatever has happened is between them, and let us not also use this as an example. You better Ghana for
some fato ho ya wo me obi so asa no counter message every no I say it was a sanso na sento say ya accuse say wa fa ban asase a da and to ada because say eto a obehunu nienti a abanyo mark mo e press o mo so yenti o mo asem
exactly ye beti obia sem but yende we are using all other means to get documents into oba want to mess a document you come and speak to the documents that we have.
Wow,
that's all
right.
That's all.
I need to say they see 2008, sa 2010, sa basically 2015, no. And also the one man about Bebre Uraf, no.
Exactly.
Former defense minister.
Exactly.
Oh, for one yes, sir.
Bibia de Monfamra.
Urabedi would
Fabra.
Urabe,
me say Fabra. Listen, you say operation recover all loot. Okay. Yanka say operation recover some loot. Into will be Fabra. That's it.
But that's it. Dr. Godwin Akogan. Marriage counselor.
But you see, marriage is something that is passionate to me. What I say, and yet Bibia Bema and I say
that's right.
Some of the things that we are facing in our generation is coming from broken homes and all that. You will never be a child below 15 years should not be exposed to.
That's right.
But because father and mothers are not together, people
exposed.
fill in those blankets and people learn differently from different homes.
Very true.
And, BBC is here. Let's not be happy about it.
One of these days, you need na momo na home. You better not say near D and commodity far societal breakdown and yeah, bit my year. Ashama BBA to make a year.
But I'll recommend some people rather than me.
Okay.
Yes. Mate. Because yen still need there.
Mate. You be some common with you, but I say Godwin Akogan, Deputy Communications Officer, Emma NDC Amanyokono, or Hinebabwa him bright. Somwa Chairman Ice T, our National President, Emma Allied Health Professionals Graduate Associations of the Unemployed. No, hold on. Unemployed Allied Health Professional Graduates and no student of College of Health Kintampo And now your birthday, happy birthday, Kasiapa, and come out or hear about boy, bright somewhere. And I think so. Command
title, he'll be employed very soon. That's our title the year for you.
Commander, I answered in the message about say, I am enjoying the show, and my boss is doing justice to the topic. But the truth be told, Western region have been neglected in the appointment of CEOs so far, and tempers are raising in the region. Was it where a message will be sending man? Only according to Jesse.
You see, me sure say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I get 30% of the appointments. That's why people are complaining, saying Crawford are still in the offices and all those. Yeah, 30%. Yeah. Into everybody will be taken care of. And credit to Shashi Lubida say. That's you will see.
Power FM.